What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Season 7 Invitational, and we have the final game of the round of 16 to showcase for you today. Our slightly disappointing salad over here on the blue side. Our Season 5 Invitational champion, coming back to defend his crown, was away for last week, so he had to schedule his first round game today, but we will see who takes this one down to go on to face Devin and his 1,000 Sons in the round of 8. I think Devin feeling relatively confident about his side of the bracket here. No, not many Eldar or Gene Stealer cults to have to deal with, but there could be some Adeptus Custodes, and as we've seen recently, Adeptus Custodes looking absolutely disgusting so far in 10th edition. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for coming and tuning in to this game. We are starting a little bit earlier than was previously scheduled. Originally, I was actually given the wrong time frame for the game, but we got that fixed up. So we are a little bit ahead of the originally scheduled time, but here we are. Anyway, want to throw out a quick thank you to our sponsors before we get too far into it. Big thanks to Delta Studios that makes all sorts of cool sci-fi props and weapons and war gear. Real scale, full size for you to show off to your friends, use for cosplay, or just, just bodily threaten your opponents with. You can use coupon code TACTICAL10 over there. You get 10% off their whole catalog. Gamemat.eu. You can also get a wide variety of tabletop accessories, including mats, resin terrain, and other goodies over there. Double-sided neoprene mats as well, which is super duper cool. You get 2 designs for the price of 1. The Magnet Baron, where you can get all sorts of magnets and magnetized doohickeys to accessorize out your army, including kits that you can use to magnetize your miniatures. They match their kit with the GW model kit, so you always have the correct magnets that you need. And then last but certainly not least, 3D6 Wargaming, which makes all of our awesome mats here. It looks like we do have our overlays a little bit messed up. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, what a travesty. Terrible. How did that happen? Come back. Come back, overlay. All right, there we go. Fixed it. All right, let's talk about some lists, chat. You can find the lists down in the video description or on exclamation point lists in the chat room. And let's follow along. My co-commentator's here. I don't know if you can hear her in the background, but she's got a lot to say about this matchup.
But for the most part, you
yeah. What do you think about Custodes versus Imperial Knights? You have a lot of thoughts? No? All right, fair enough. So let's talk about first Broku's Chaos Knights list, because it is relatively straightforward. So we are running the Traitorous Lance. Going to be getting the aura of additional battle shock checks, so we can project our Harbingers of Dread, force debuffs onto enemy units and buffs on yourself if you're able to battle shock them, although we do have some real tough models on the table today with these Custodes. They have a difficult time being battle shocked with high leadership values, and Trajan of Valoris in there as well, ignoring modifiers to tests and the model characteristics, so they are going to be even more resilient against the Chaos Knights debuffs, which is unfortunate for Broku here. So Broku playing a War Dog Stalker with the Aura of Terror, so he's going to be able to lock in objectives. He has an objective secured ability, relatively useful, and it counts the objective that he locks in as projecting his leadership debuff aura, which is super useful. But largely in there because the Chaos Knights are almost assuredly pushing super far forward, and so having those guys being able to move aggressively forward and then use Nurglings to basically just hold down the fort in the back line without actually having to have any OC value on that objective, because it's already controlled, is going to be super useful. We also have 3, 4, 5, 6 War Dog Brigands pull up their data sheet real quick for everyone today. But these guys get +1 AP when targeting the closest eligible target. Did have a little bit of discussion with the players before the game. There is a stratagem that Chaos Knights can use where they can select one target. It must be attacked. Must be selected as your target for ranged attacks, but gets you sustain 1. And the ruling for now is that because it locks that unit as the only eligible target for those selected models, it will trigger the Brigand's ability as being the closest eligible target because they are not eligible to attack anything else. So that would ergo mean it is the only target. But these guys have a pretty well-rounded profile. They have that chain cannon, which is going to come in at AP1 up to AP2 if they're targeting the closest eligible. And interestingly, this being Adeptus Custodes, it does mean that there's very little sort of optionality for Salad to be able to hide from those guys. So he's not really threat saturating any units that he can't really afford to lose, that he can afford to lose to try to muck up that +1 AP ability. He's largely just going to be sending his Custodians into the middle, so that +1 AP is going to be triggering on some pretty important targets for fairly often. We also have Demon Breath Spears on the other weapon slot for these, and that's going to be the backbone of the Chaos Knights army. We do then have 2 War Dog Huntsmen that get a bonus against enemy vehicles when attacking them. So these guys are going to be reroll 1 to hit and wound against monsters or vehicles, so super useful against the Caladius Grav Tank. Those guys rocking a Chain Talon as well as the Demon Breath Spear, so a lot of anti-tank in this army for Broku. And then last but certainly not least, we do have one Carnivore as well as some support units in the back. So 2 units of Nurglings, excuse me, as Chaos Demon Manifestations to help out with some secondary missions. These guys can sort of chill in the center of the table and try to score some missions, but unfortunately they aren't able to go through ruin walls anymore, so they are going to have to wander around there. It's a little bit of a precarious place for those Nurglings to live. We do have a couple in the back here who are going to be screening at the back line from Alaris Terminators, which I think Broku has to be really worried about. He then also has the Blue Scribes. These guys are very useful, just as a 12-inch moving lone operative. They can do some mortal wounds at the end of the movement phase. They pulse mortal wounds on everyone within 6 inches of them, which is useful. They can muck up psychic attacks, but largely they are mostly in there because they are a great lone operative option for Chaos armies, and the same goes for the last include the Changeling. He is a single infantry lone operative model. He's got a good flamethrower, and he can make it difficult to shoot you. He also has a little bit of Battle Shock synergy, so he works with the Chaos Knights, Harbingers of Dread, so he's altogether pretty good for Chaos Knights. Good for most Chaos armies, in fact, as long as you can take him. You likely should be, because he has Deep Strike built in, and he can just Deep Strike into your opponent's deployment zone to score secondaries and get you points, which is all good. Moving over to Salad's list. This is a classic Adeptus Custodes Shield Host. We have Trajan Valoris. A little bit of an error in the 40k app export here is that it has considered Trajan Valoris to be equipped with this Alaris Shield Captain. So the Alaris Shield Captain is part of Trajan Valoris' war gear for the game today. I don't really know how that works. He's wielding his subordinate as a weapon, I guess, but that's what the rules say. The Veiled Blade has been equipped to the Shield Captain to give him a buff in melee. And then we have a Blade Champion with Ceaseless Hunter to give him a reactive move. One big unit of Alaris Custodians, so 5 Alaris Custodians in the back here who are going to be picking up and teleporting as quickly as they can. These guys do have the ability to, once per game, they can set themselves up at the beginning, during the enemy turn back into Deep Strike and then aggressively push their subs forward. And they're going to have a grand time in this game because everything is a vehicle in the opponent's army, or a character, besides the Nurglings, I guess, which means that they reroll their wound rolls against it. So these guys are going to be rerolling all day. Not to mention the Custodian Guard are also going to be rerolling all day. The thing that isn't is going to be these Custodian Wardens, but that's fine. They're just here to tank, so I don't think that Salad is particularly worried about that. Speaking of which, so it's 9 total Custodian Guard, 1 unit of 5, and 2 units of 2. A unit of 6 Custodian Wardens with a Vexilla, a unit of 5 Custodian Guard with a Shield, as well as 2 Caladius grav tanks and 1 unit of Voidsmen at arms with a rotor cannon to fill out the rest. Looks like we are rolling to go first here. Looks like Broku with a 4. Ooh, and a 5 for slightly disappointing Salad. Let's see what the Adeptus Custodes can do. Pushing themselves forward. Oh, excuse me. That was Broku winning the roll-off. I thought that was Salad. All right, well, it is Chaos Knights going first then. The Wardens have deployed themselves relatively far forward. Looks like they are going to be getting a little bit of shooting. But given that they could, if they wanted to, pop their transhuman and potentially they do have -1 to be wounded while they're attached by a character. So they are probably going to be difficult to shift, but they may take a little bit of casualties here. See what we can do with mission cards. Don't know what we're doing right now.
I think those are kind of cute. Right? Can we -1 to hit melee?
And then this guy's just going to step over them and go into here.
He was just kind of general.
Do we draw
I wonder
tacticals?
why he's going in there. There'd be
this
absolutely
turn?
no reason he should.
And I think he should be impossible to charge.
Have we drawn
Yeah, we're
tacticals
past
yet?
the time.
Oh, you should
No.
do that.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Stand battle lines and secure no man's
Oh,
land.
boo! This sucks.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
perfecto, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a draw on the first
Well, I'm a
round.
really
Yeah.
good player. That's why I
Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's so good. It does force Broku to push a little bit far forward because he is going to have to move up into potential charge range of the Custodian Wardens here. But that is an excellent pickup on the first turn. Just get those cards out of your deck, the cards that you can score super easily immediately. No worries about it. Yeah, so looking at extend battle line. This might be the nut draw for the first turn. I guess like you could also get maybe teleport homers, or if you have good... we do have a couple models in the back here to potentially score like investigate signals in the first turn, so you don't have to deal with those actions on turn 1, but it is pretty good.
Wait.
There we go. Oh,
I don't think you can.
wrong
So we gotta
overlay.
put him back
That's not
just
how
a
that
bit.
works. So basically all we have to do is
Fit into
grab
here.
2 objectives in the
That's
middle.
cool.
As long as Broku doesn't
Side.
lose control of his home
Cool. So
objective
his-
back there, he's not going to lose this
And then
these
I wonder if
secondaries,
they're going
and
to
that's
proceed the
easy.
way they were.
It does mean that he's probably not going to go wide on this bottom flank in order to
you know,
try to shoot at Trajan's unit,
only do so much.
but that's
So-
probably for the best.
And then,
Worst case scenario, he kills a
this is
guy,
great.
and then they bring them back for a command
So
point with
there we
the
go with
Custodes
the
stratagem, and then they get an
password
easier charge into the middle.
But no, be nice to him. What did he ever do to you?
Well, yeah, he's the worst.
Personal, subjective opinion right here.
This guy is gonna step right here,
No touching.
and do I want to? Can I? So if we go, because you are totally going to. I forgot about the rapid ingress. Okay.
I can't rapid ingress, but I guess I can do it with them guys on the board. I guess, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Oh well. Wait, if you rapid ingress, can you do it this turn and come down?
No,
And
I
you're-
can't command point rapid ingress. No.
Okay, good. Then that's. But you can kind of do the same thing with these guys, right?
But I can just pick up these guys at the end of your turn. So,
But you bring. All right, so I don't have to worry about a rapid ingress. Okay, that makes things easier.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
but these guys can get picked up and then placed down on the top of my turn. So,
Yeah. So I think.
So I think Broku may be lamenting the fact that he didn't try to screen more aggressively with the Nurglings here. He can give away the Nurglings to make sure that there's no really good drops for the Alaris Custodians. But that's honestly one of the big benefits of leaving Alaris Custodians on the table is that your opponent's constantly worried about just the opportunity that they could pop in at the end of your turn and just deep strike somewhere you don't want them to. So you have to start screening immediately, and Custodia is like nothing more for you to be out of position.
Shouldn't be able to interact with him through the wall.
Yep.
He's a strong boy. Okay, and then
Oh yeah, Nurgle Matt, we do have your buddies over here. Nurgle Matt, do you know these guys?
so these guys can't come this
Are
way.
these you're like your best buds?
And then this is the scary one. So they can go 6. And then that is like, I think we can. So we'll stick this guy here.
And just believe it'll make the charge or something.
And then that is a
9
16.
on
So that would be a
dice.
9-inch. Can I make it worse?
It probably.
No.
You got closer to that
Really?
guy. Still 9.
Damn it. Do I want to give you a 9? So is that like a 44% if you re-roll it?
If you roll it, it's about 40, 45, yeah.
I mean, and I don't really want to fucking give you something to slingshot onto. That's my thing.
If you let me charge, that probably if I charge it, it's really bad.
Yeah, that would be nuts. Custodian Wardens are good if they take a round of shooting before they go down, and then they go down and maybe with their 4+ feel no pain, they take enough damage that they then can progress after that. But if they do get the charge and get to hit you before they actually take any damage, it's a disaster.
You know what?
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll do it. And let me make sure this guy is actually, is he on it?
He's on it. He's on.
Yeah, Nurgle Maddie, you're like, oh yeah,
Okay.
that's Ernie, Nurgling Nate,
We'll just nudge
and
him because it doesn't make any difference. So we might as well set
Filthy
it up
Phil
so you
over
can't,
there.
like, fucking shoot into him as well.
There you go. Perfect.
And then, yeah, so you can go like that. There we go. And so he's really, so they, yeah, he's safe. And then we'll set this idiot up to pop out. And then we have to screen here. And I kind of want to, like, again, so these guys can do like this. You know, if you couldn't advance in charge, this would be so much easier. Just, oh my god. It's just making all of this really hard. I think we'll leave this guy right here. I think actually we can kind of just stay the way we are. And yeah, we got secure nomads and extend battle lines. I'm going to score both of those again because I'm really good. And I drawing
Yeah.
it, so it was all skill. And I don't think you have any lines you can.
Yeah.
You can go over there. So we do need to adjust this idiot right here. So he's good. You can't draw that line. He's safe over there. He's good. All right. So movement, shooting. Let's just shoot a bunch of indirect now into your little guys. Who's the furthest away? Again, that guy. I just want to make sure you can't zip over and touch that idiot in that corner. Or
Get close.
6, and I would say no. Right? You say like this. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Alrighty, so let's do the shooting. We'll start with the guy who's furthest away. I guess this guy right here.
Literally every gun is in range.
Well, no, it's just if you pull, he might. Yeah. Anyway, I have to do it one at a time until the blast goes away. So how many shots? It's 6. We're hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 3s, and those AP 0 into your guys, into your little space guys.
Pass them all.
All right, we'll do the next one. I've got 5 to shoot. 3 shots, or 4, excuse me. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, those AP 0.
I killed 2 guys.
And then I can just do the rest now. I'll just roll them all together. This is the rest of the brigands. That's going to be a total of 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's a good roll. And then wounding on 3s, and all those AP 0.
Oh my god, look at that save.
And then the Stalker will shoot now. He gets 4 shots. And he's hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 3s. And that one AP 0.
Pick the
Yes.
sergeant because I don't know. Does it matter?
And that's it for my shooting. Should have done something with this idiot over here. But let me make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think you have any places. I just want to check this one thing if they can like fit. All right, can I just shift blue scribe over here?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Cool.
The 2-mans, I think, are off the table.
Although I
right now.
think
there
this
is a
guy
unit
probably
of
screened
like
that out, but
2-man
whatever.
alliances,
This
yeah.
guy, he's got so much movement. Alrighty, and then we'll delete those idiots. And
There's
done
one
with shooting.
Terminator
I have
unit
no charges, no fights, and it is your turn. And
in
I'll just do
regular
this
deep
real
strike,
fast.
but then these Alaris units can hop into deep strike whenever they want to. So it looks like one of them will go into deep strike and come back.
I think you gotta do
this
battle
coming
shock
turn.
test for.
Well, I'll pick that. This happens at the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of the turn, so it's before.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
The 2-man will chill. I think we'll just chill into that for now.
Okay.
Battle shock on the Mr. Idiot.
Oh, and remember to
He
draw your
fails?
cards. Don't do what I did and forget to. Yeah.
Well, clear failing your cards. No prisoners and engage in all fronts. Suck my softly.
Less good draws here for Salad for sure. He does have that deep strike, but Broku has basically the entire half of his table covered in deep strike denial. So no good ingress points for the Alaris Custodians.
Movement.
No prisoners. He can score on the Nurglings. Probably he has to expose his units, but he's probably going to have to take the first hit on the chin anyway. That's kind of how Custodes works. And if he makes this charge at the Wardens, that'll be easier, but it depends. It's a little tough.
Just so it's a kind of funny long charge to charge me. Do you even want to charge me anyways? Like, real talk. The others still know. You don't want to touch this guy in it. Just gonna die.
I think if he goes in, he dies instantaneously. You just fight first, and he explodes. So you can probably get him as close to the wall as you want. I shouldn't have told you. I was going to charge you for sure, and you were all going to die.
I was maybe you don't have any like funky final deaths, right? You're not that. Cool.
No, I don't have anything. I can't blow up my guys anymore.
If you pick up the Terminators at the end of the Knight's turn, they can deep strike back during his turn 1? Yes, they can. Because the restrictions on deep strike only count for units that are in reserve, so they start the game in deep strike. But anything that begins on the table and then comes in is able to redeploy itself in the first round.
The idea is that these guys don't actually end up touching the
You don't have to judge. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sad. Please, Huntsman.
We're gonna put this guy back because Trajan does not want to be the person in the terrain.
So the round of 8 is gonna complete without the update, and then
in case I fail,
we will roll the update into the top 4 once we get to semifinals.
So
that's usually how invitationals have gone in the past. We usually allow a resubmission of lists. I think we'll likely mandate that players stick with their faction, but you will be able to change your list based on the changes.
It's still the 9, yeah. See, exactly 9. I think this guy's also just 9 inches away. 10. It's okay. We'll just roll a 10.
We'll just roll a 10.
What kills graph tanks? Nothing, probably.
Definitely not Demon Breath Spears, Mr. Salad. Don't worry about those.
I move 6. I rotate him for about an inch and a bit. I'll call it 1.5 inches. So you do 7.5. He's got 2.5 left. So your guns include brigands with just spears, which are 24 inches.
Mm-hmm.
my take on the changes. I mean, largely it was
outside of 24.
bug fixing, so I think that's good. I appreciate that they had some changes to the most egregious data sheets. Like while they were fixing data sheets, they figured might as well go in and repair some stuff. We're just advancing this guy.
If I move 10 inches directly this way, I have to probably move up a little bit because it's cheating.
So the changes to Wraithguard, I think were good.
I don't want to get shot.
The cult ambush change, I'm a little bit of two minds about because on one hand, the placement abilities are way worse. So it's restricts that like bottom turn sort of push that GSE can do a lot of times, where they just yeet models all over the table. In the late turns when you have less stuff to deal with them, and then you can't really stop them. But on the flip side, they made it so that they regenerate their demolition charges when they come back. So in some cases, they actually do dramatically more damage than they did. So, it is what it is.
And then we're going to spend one command point to just kind of lock in that whole objective. Because I'm moving off of it. I should have did that, like, start of the movement, but how it would be. It will take an inch and a half to turn twice. Please move 6 inches. Also, I can't get line of sight there. So if I move there, Blake ends up getting line of sight next turn. So obviously this guy, right, he probably comes like here-ish. Get some line of sight. This guy can also come here. It gets a little rickety. You know what I mean? Because of range. Because you're only 24.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much I have to throw shit away. I want to shoot into your guys.
Actually, I'm not going to spend that command point this turn. He's going to end up touching them. Whereas he can just kind of sit here and be happy. I don't know. Well, just make sure he can move 10. But my only goal is to make sure he can move 10 this way. And just get some shots. Yeah, it looks like he can do that next turn. Yeah. I know he got shots around this corner. So just make sure you get a little less shots than you probably could. Just to move his 10. Oh, that's beautiful. We get shots. Yeah.
You haven't decided yet. On one hand, list changes with the same faction does mean that you could sort of counterattack, so that's probably not great. But on the other hand, people sort of jumping between factions very quickly is also not the best thing ever. It's just a weird situation.
Finagling as much as they can. Nah, this is not the way to turn. Turn this way, as far back as possible, and just we'll call that good. So
Okay.
who's deep striking and so how does your reserves exactly work?
It's just strat reserves. I have nothing special. I have a deep striker and this guy, and then these guys can just come out on the sides.
We're gonna advance the Terminators. Can you come in my deployment on turn 1?
My changeling can.
Their changeling can. This is for the Terminators.
So you thought this was enough war dogs on the table? No. We've got a carnivore, huntsman, and brigand in strategic reserve for Broku. It never stops. The endless tide of corrupted chaos metal never stops.
Hard to screen him out.
If you want to put them in your deployment set, the Voidman will advance. He's also battle shocked, but I don't care actually.
We have to use the. There's
Cat
that.
token.
Yes, I know. That's what I've been waiting for. It's the only unit I'll get to do it against. There he is.
Okay, I think oh, I'm not done. I got it. These guys are actually have to come down, or I'm cheating. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no attacks beyond the indirect fire.
This is the
This
YOLO,
is
like,
the
Angel
Custodes' first turn,
Titan.
so that would have been surprising if they had gotten killed. They haven't done anything yet.
My guess is you make both of them. That's how I.
Well, you don't play 40k, so you don't know my struggles. I've not made a Team Strike charge in years.
Stop saying that. Don't say that. I know
It's
this
been
is some like reverse
years.
jinx shit.
Also, it's 10 inches. Get that bubble out of here.
Wait. Here, I'll shrink it for you.
Brings it, starts making it large. Yeah, I got you. Just stay away.
Don't worry, man. I'll show you what the real deep strike denial is. 18 inches. Get back to your deployment zone.
Funky line of sight looking like.
So these Alaris Custodians also get wound rerolls against these War Dogs. So despite the fact that they're all kind of low strength, they do put enough volume down that they can actually start plinking away at them. Probably don't kill a Custodian or a War Dog in one shot, but they definitely tune one up.
It can be so magnificent if but it's not. I just don't have anything to smooth the variance. That's the problem. There's no rerolls or anything outside of just the exploding sixes. So, if the meltas go through, everything dies. But yeah,
time to get the blasting. So if I'm smart enough, this guy should have line of sight there.
Oh, into the shitty Nurglings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it.
All right, Gladius, get him, Billy. Are they like -1 to hit? It doesn't matter. Take your saves.
And they just save on sixes. All right, I guess
Oh.
one dies because it's. Well, I suppose you could roll a 1 on your damage.
I could roll a
and
1 on
D6.
damage.
Roll 1. Damn
No.
it. All right. We'll just
And the
pull.
funny
Yeah, we'll pull the 1 and back. So.
All right, 4 wounds on the funny gun.
Don't they? Does he have 2 of those?
No, he's got 1 funny gun. The little bolt cannon. It's sustained hits though, and I rolled 2 6s.
I just thought you only had 1, and it's like 3 attacks, right? Or does he have 2 of them?
Yeah, he has 1,
Oh.
but I just rolled 2 6s to hit. It's like explosions.
Well, it's 3 attacks though, and you rolled like 5.
Those are wounds rolls. I rolled 2 6s. I hit all of them.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm
rolled
having
2
a stroke.
sixes.
I get it. These are wound rolls. All right, so 4 went through then.
Yeah.
Save.
There's,
Okay,
there's 1
so-
damage.
I was so confused. I was like, but 3 attacks? Why? You were just so fast.
My bad. They all hit. This is the next guy, by the way. I just make it clear.
Oh, I didn't realize that guy could see. I'm a dingus. Can he?
Well, this guy shot first. Let's see this.
This guy did?
shot
Okay.
first. Yeah, this guy shot first, and then the second guy shoots. I'm not that dumb.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah. This guy's probably super dead.
They're-
so
they're
we'll just
down,
pull him.
they're down.
Yeah.
You
So that's no prisoners
that
on the
gun's
board.
only 1 damage.
That's why that's important.
Oh,
Gotta get
it
1
was?
kill.
I thought it was 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
the
they're all.
gun that just picked up the squad. You failed 3 saves.
Sure,
You
sure.
got D6 plus 2.
Yeah.
So.
I just
Now
assumed
that-
it was 2 because everything in your army is like that. So
It's for some reason 1 damage, and it feels kind of weird. They call it a
Yeah.
bolt cannon.
I
It doesn't
feel like
very
it should be 2.
cannon-like.
Might as well just make the tank even better than it is.
All right, the little custodians the Termins are gonna shoot your huntsman.
Sure.
12 shots, 12 funny shots. Get them, buddy. They all hit. You're a filthy vehicle. Only 2 wounds.
AP1, right?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
All right.
Vehicle
Saving on
recovery.
3s. He's good.
5d6. 22 shots. Hit it on 2s.
These guys get absolutely nuts when they start shooting, especially with blast. Their profile, so many shots with wound rerolls is gets absolutely insane.
He's good.
No one else has any shots. So it's getting the charges. Let's do the the wardens should go first. So the wardens are gonna charge the hunting.
All right, drum roll, please. Nope, no dice.
Command point it.
No love. If we make this charge, it's gonna be big.
Yellow dice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There we
go. There's the 9-inch charge. Get one dude in engagement range of that huntsman. And here come the boys.
It should kill him because I think it's like even 2 has a good chance of it. So.
Well, I'm just worried because, well, no, 2 guys definitely don't.
So this we'll take up the no prisoners for Custodes. They can get another 2 points there. And then they also, if they have good pile in and consolidate, and they actually have a little bit of optionality on their pile in and consolidate moves because the you didn't get enough of a charge distance to get base to base, so they can actually go kind of go wherever they want. They can try to score engage on fronts here. It's actually going to be a little bit tough because getting their whole unit 3 inches off the table is going to be almost impossible, but it's a potential.
I was 9.7 away. Okay, no, I'm plenty incoherency. I was 9.7 away. I measured. Move closer to. And now I'm in centimeters. Gosh, dang, this is hard. There we go. So Trajan won't be able to fight because I think he's just actually too far away. Even if he comes up to the corner.
Yeah, definitely. Custodians are like the, reroll the army for sure. Just everything rerolls all the time. Not these wardens, though. They're just attacking. Just see what happens.
This guy might fight.
But here, the big benefit to Salad here is that he gets to charge in, take the objective, and then in the opposing shooting phase, he can pop his 4+ feel no pain. So he's not only going to get to do damage, but then he's also going to get to sort of aggressively use his survivability buff. Now, I do wonder if this is actually a little bit aggressive for Broku. He could basically force Salad to make both of these charges in order... Oh, here's the charge to the Alaris Custodians. They do not make it, so they're just going to be chilling there for a while. Fair enough. All right, so that's good for Broku. He's locked into a 15-point primary with his home objective and the 2 in the center. He's basically forcing those Custodians to also make that charge if Salad wanted to prevent that from happening. But not going to do the trick today. But now he has to deal with this Warden squad with Trajan just forcing its way down his gullet.
I'm just going to roll it again because I would spend it here and see if it actually matters or not. And then Trevi can correct me if I don't actually do it.
Thank God. I was like, just one. Both that went through, I would have been the saddest panda in the world.
Right. It didn't matter. They're just going to get the free point. Trevi can correct me next turn.
So if it does, I guess it's once per battle round, so it's irrelevant, right? Because this is the end of the... Yeah, who gives a shit then?
Yeah.
So,
what am I correcting? Sorry.
Oh, we're just... Can you make the command... can you CP reroll... Can you make that free with the...
with his rights of battle? No, you can't.
I cannot.
It needs to target the unit that he's attached to, and command reroll doesn't specify target.
Oh, gosh. Let's get a base. Yeah, I think this guy cannot fight. Just let me get this straight. He cannot fight.
Oh, okay.
It's only 3 guys. Because Trajan's stupid.
Only 3. Let's see how much damage 3 Custodian Wardens
We'll take your
do.
objective.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys do have a Vexilla somewhere in the unit. Oh,
Back.
somewhere. So they are OC 3, so they're going to be 15 OC on that objective.
3 guys will be able to fight.
So difficult to steal objectives from them.
This guy has a melee weapon? He does, so... We're going to +1 to wound you, I think.
Okay.
And then we're going to say exploding 6s. Because what does mass say? Exploding 6s is probably better. Yeah, because I'm +1. I'm winning on 4s now. Yeah, we'll just do that. So it'll be 15 attacks. Whole attackerini.
There was a charge and
on
then a
trees.
pile-in move, chat. So you have to execute it like that.
Explosions.
It's not shuffling back and forth. It's just
not
2
bullets.
combat moves.
Oh,
Take
I
9.
think he's... I think he might be done. AP2, correct?
AP2.
Yeah. Well, if I save everything,
Nope.
Need
I only
super
save one
dies.
thing. He's gonna blow up though, right? No. No, he dies. He dies. We'll just put this idiot over here.
Into. So I'll put the marker out. Or how does I still don't know how consolidation works in this edition. Can these guys consolidate towards the objective marker? Is it on a model basis? I don't know how this game works. Someone help me.
I think it's a unit thing. The unit either goes towards a model, and they have to end an engagement
Like,
range.
can
or the
I
unit has to
just
go.
end closer to this?
Yeah, so it's because you can't engage a new enemy unit, then you can
Right.
go towards the nearest objective if you can get to within 3 inches of it, which you can. It functionally works like it is a model that you're going towards. So this guy won't be able to move
Okay.
because he's base to base. So
Right.
It's a unit thing, right, Trevi? Not a model thing.
Right.
Like the unit either goes towards an objective.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you only go towards an objective if you cannot get into engagement of a new enemy unit. So
Okay.
you don't just get to choose to do it. You get the option if
Right.
you don't have any other eligible consolidations.
Which I'm doing. I'm just gonna like pull these guys off this turn feature. Make it a little more frustrating to shoot me. I think it's like a fair deal.
I think you are underestimating how durable these guys are and how spiky this shooting can be.
Well, make it harder to shoot me.
You don't. Maybe we should just pull them off the board, and you could just let me win. And I think that's what.
That sounds like I should do.
Maybe I should just concede. I don't know.
But you've given me a dilemma right here because I actually don't really want to shoot into these guys. But if I don't, I probably just capitulate like all of this shit. So yeah, I don't want to do that at all.
Have fun.
All right.
Yeah, the Alaris
Hold up,
Custodians
I
are a
gotta
much
give
more
myself
interesting
free
target
command
here.
point 'cause I hate. All right.
The Wardens
I
have
I completed no prisoners.
so many stacked
Got 4 points.
defensive effects that it gets pretty gross to try to deal with them. Looks like we're just going to burn engaged on all fronts there. Not a good score for the Custodes, but they are stealing an objective, and they're threatening a 15-point turn now. So we're going to trade those 15-point turns, looks like. But I think his flashback had put it on this mission. This is the you probably both get max primary mission, so I think we are, going to be looking at 15-point turns for both of these guys.
I'll actually remember to draw defend stronghold and overwhelming force. So I am incentivized
That's really
to
good.
shoot into these super assholes right here. This isn't what I wanted to do. All right, so let me draw some bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's kind of tilted. Can I just pull him off the walls? There we go.
Yeah.
And then, and I think, you pretty much screened all of this out. Oh, you're helping me. Cool. And so that's, what do we want to do? This guy is next turn going to be able to move over here and just shoot into my body.
He will essentially see down the entire lane.
Yeah, and he goes like here.
Yeah, he'll see the entire lane.
So anything that comes out of strat reserves, I think I probably just have to accept that. Like now, one interesting thing I could possibly do just to maybe block it. If we do that, does that do anything for me? I don't know if I'd want to do that, but I just want to see. You can still do it. But maybe like 1 out of 6 and he never shoots ever. I actually probably will do something like that. So I'm going to have to eat shots from these guys at some point. I just have to accept it. And I think I have to kill these idiots. I don't want to, or at least like hurt them badly.
Yeah, this is the exact situation Custodes want to put you in. You want to be able to force them to use their 4+ field no pain and then dedicate shots somewhere else, but I don't think that we're going to be in a great position to do that for Broku. He could sort of refuse flank and just run away from those guys, but he's ceding himself 2 objectives, and these Alaris Custodians are about to stomp all over the objective over on this side. So he's got so much pressure on him, it's a little bit scary.
Yet. I would like to actually do it just to muck up. Yeah, we'll hold on to the changeling.
Tortoise. Just won against GSC as Nids using double psychophage. Now 6-0 with my current list. Now gonna enjoy the stream.
Whoa, double psychophage. It does seem okay against GSC. You got good flamethrowers, clear infantry. Not too bad.
Yeah, I think we just.
And they're a cheap unit that GSC doesn't really want to have to deal with. I like that. Congratulations on your win.
Until I change the effect.
No. And then this guy, you could just advance and charge and ruin me and take that. So what do I do? How do I think we do probably have to move like this guy right here. Is there a way I can get on it without this idiot getting blown off the face of the earth? Probably not. Unless I get some sort of charge. I also have to be careful because you can just advance a charge in this direction. Yeah, that's going to be tricky, but I do think I have to remove that. And then I'm not even going to mess with these guys. I actually wanted to go into these guys originally. I was hoping you made this charge, and you didn't make this one because I would rather shoot into these idiots. And I kind of wanted to maybe, but nope, you wouldn't let me do that. I guess I could. And you also have set it up so you are going to be able to.
Yeah, shoot that way.
Yeah, like this guy will just come like over here, and you've got these angles. All right. But I think
your own adventure book right now.
Yeah. At least I've got a big lead to work off of, so I'm gonna everything. All my dogs are gonna die for sure. I also just could fucking YOLO charge into you from here, but you get to move your idiots, unfortunately, right?
Would be funny.
Yeah. So that's no good. Let's put him here. That's the problem. It's like this guy in the middle is such a strong piece. If this was the carnivore, definitely would try it. I don't think you'd have the movement to block me. Yeah, he could totally just get into that. All right, so yeah, we might as well just go for the real obvious thing. We'll go into movements, and we have to. You can just move over there and get this angle. I mean, I probably don't even worry. Like, you can do that with him. You could just shift him right here as well and get some gross angles. So probably set it up so you can really only shoot at me if this guy shifts over here. I don't like shifting that many dogs over to one flank, but if I can clear these guys out, I can start pushing out, or at least cripple them, and probably I'll have my carnivore coming out.
Zachary back in the chat. How's it going?
Let's just start.
Big thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. Lots of people in the stream. If you have the opportunity, you could drop a like on the stream if you're enjoying the content. We greatly appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors as well. You can see down at the bottom. You can visit all of their websites over here in the video description.
This guys, they also have their light ability, correct? Their redeploy.
The big squad already used it to try.
They did? Okay, so they're stuck there then. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's good. Okay. So I almost
wonder if we just actually run away from that unit now with the War Dog and sort of strand this big, like, 500-point brick of Custodians over on one side of the table. Might be the game plan.
That's why I wanted to do the other charge first, because I think I feel more confident the other guys living.
Oh yeah, this is swingy as hell. It's gonna be awful. And I have to also still make sure.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that with the little cleanups they did, they didn't hit the spore mines. Honestly, I thought that was coming, but I guess it's not high on the list of priorities. Tyranids aren't, destroying everything right now, but they are doing pretty well. But yeah, the Wraithguard nerfs are great. Would love to see a nerf to Phantasm. I think that's the one thing left that's like really kind of disgusting, but otherwise it does seem pretty good. Makes me excited for the rest of the season until the first quarterly update.
Then he's got that line. This guy will, I think, probably.
Yeah, definitely. I think Wraithguard honestly like are still not that bad, especially when you compare them to other like Terminator style units. They're still incredibly efficient. One of the best of that unit archetype in the game. It's just a little bit funky because Eldar have so many good options that they'll just switch to something else that's very strong too.
I might even just keep this guy.
But honestly, I think that Wraithguard are probably still in the discussion for Eldar lists because they do need stuff that can bully the midboard, and Wraithguard gave that to them.
Worthless. That's great.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, yeah, I have to make it so you can't just unload both tanks into me.
It took all the War Dogs to kill 6 Wardens. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's what we're going to be prepared to see here. Although, I mean, like, let's be real. If it takes all your War Dogs to kill 6 Custodian Wardens, those 6 Custodian Wardens do represent a not insignificant portion of the output of this list. So, you can't be too upset about that for sure.
Like over here, I think. And then I don't think you can get an angle in on him. Excellent. And then I am open up for an advance and a charge, which is
from this way. I can just go.
Yeah. See, there's no way I can avoid it. So I think probably we just will go for the conservative shot then.
Yeah, just don't get melted range then.
Yeah, it sucks, but we're gonna get like this. So
4 guys. Scary.
We want to do the one that's this guy is gonna go here.
Do the melt to come close.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Tyranids getting a new codex soon anyway, for sure. We're definitely going to see revisions to those data sheets. And the same goes for Space Marine stuff.
Good. Yeah, there we go.
The thing to remember, I saw a lot of people upset that the Space Marine, like some of the important Space Marine tools are getting removed with the Legends update when the new codex releases that we got announced earlier this week. And the thing to remember is that there'll be new technology and new options in the upcoming codex. So it's going to be a whole new army, so can't really paint it with the same brush. So bringing in strategic reserves, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 War Dogs shooting at this unit potentially. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Cross my fingers.
Now he's safe. Now that you turn him.
Really?
He's safe now.
Should move up Huntsman and use Tank Shock. Well, the Custodians do have a 4+ fail no pain against mortal wounds, so Tank Shock's not that great against them. Not to mention the fact that they'll have. I guess they'll lose their 4+ in the charge phase, but they'll get it against the mortal wounds, and then you're just giving them more fodder to kill. As we saw previously, it doesn't take that many Custodian Wardens appropriately buffed to knock down a War Dog. Okay, so we're going to do the strat to move through walls, it looks like. Yeah. So just get that guy into the fight.
Let me pull these idiots off, and I'll actually do my moves, then I'll do it. So.
Like that. Chilling there. Yep.
Yeah, and then he gets there. And then he's safe, and he's got that shot. And then we have, like, this guy.
Yeah, I think we're just shooting, chat.
As
long as you get them down to just a couple models, you can out-objective control them. The War Dogs are objective control 8, so as long as they can kill them down to 2 models on the objective, then they will contest it, so they can block the 10-point turn.
So like this.
Or the 15-point turn, excuse me.
Yeah. Good there. And then rotate him. Yeah, thanks for telling me that instead of just, like, blowing me off the board. So, and I think
it's going to be hard if
we could
hide the last gun.
I think we probably just let this guy get shot. And then this guy,
he's
got like these shots, so he can see all of those guys. This guy's over here. Okay, and then
will require line of sight. It does look like the gun requires line of sight. That would be pretty wild if it became the first time it had not indirect fire in its entire history.
Pull my stalker back.
But I do kind of want it to just be a little railgun platform because that's what it looks like.
Huntsman or whatever the
I am gonna the CP for that. Yes, don't worry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
And then if you want to do another dog later on, you could just
Yeah, and that would be something I'd love to do, but fortunately, it's just another thing you can advance and charge into. So I think maybe we do something like this.
rope that guy.
Ooh, look at this Knights of Shade right here. He's like, oh yeah? You want to come get me, Alaris Custodians? I'm going to come get you, my guy.
There.
Oh no, does he not have the movement?
We do need to be clever.
Oh no.
It's not stupid. And I
Looks
had
like he
my
might get
mage
stuck behind the wall, and where the Alaris Custodians placed.
Was
Could
it?
go there, but then has to parkour
like
a little bit
this?
to get over there.
You say?
It's right there, right there.
Oh, cool. So we have to avoid. We go here.
You're gonna get intervened into and die. Let's put it that way. No matter where you go, because I get free.
Yeah, but you
intervention
have to
on
pull them
Blade Champion.
back if you do that, right?
I just pile in forward towards the objective marker.
You can only pile in
And-
into engagement range.
Well,
What I'm saying is,
consolidate.
if I go up here and you like intervene into me, you have to go in that direction, and I want you to move
It also
away.
gave me 5 points because I just charge. I just like touch the thing. Touch the
Well,
objective marker.
I mean, I'm not going to leave this guy here to die anyway. I'm going to pull him back.
Yeah.
It's
Pull
just if
back.
I can get him in this position, but I cannot. So if we go here, that's not a good charge. If I do that, you just move forward. So I have no place. I can go here. But that's a garbage charge too. Yeah, so it's just the movement is such that, yeah, there's not much I can do. So I think it's kind of great because you have like an angle, I think, almost regardless of where I go.
Yeah.
So we're going to ship this guy over here.
Yeah.
Actually, let's get the
You
stalker.
have to watch out for the blue scribes there, because they are
back
a
to, like,
character.
here.
So if you push them too far forward, just for the lulls, these guys
And
just
we're
turn
gonna
on their
move
advance and charge and go
the
get them,
Blue scribe.
and they could pick up an assassination.
Here.
Looks like we use the Aura of Dread to lock in this objective, so it is going to require the Blade
And
Champion
we're
to go
gonna
take
pull
that in order
this
to
guy back
break
some.
the control. And this guy's just going to choose his best to hide. Probably take a nice little Demon Breath shot at a Custodian. Might try to kill him. But those Alaris Custodians
We'll
have a
move
tough
this
charge in their
guy.
hand the coming turn.
I don't want what type of charge.
So
do
not
we
giving
have
them
with
an
him?
easy
It is
out.
Pretty
And
good.
again, they're just going to be
Well-
stuck over here for a while. They'll have
Yeah,
to
it's a fitting.
either cede that objective or
So it's more than
just
50.
live on it for the rest of the time.
70%. I can make it.
Yeah.
It's great.
So I think we could just shift him back some. We'll advance him.
All right, Chad. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm
Yeah.
going to make a poll. We're going to do how many
And
wardens
if we
die.
get there, then that is, again, you get like this.
The 20. You're measuring weird on this guy.
He doesn't measure right at all.
It's like a 19.
Yeah. So just adjust these idiots.
Yeah, exactly 20
Yeah.
away, so you want to move a little farther back.
All right, put in your
Yeah.
votes. We've got a lot of people putting their opinions in
Okay,
chat.
so we're gonna do
Let's
that.
lock it in. Let's
This guy-
codify it. How many
Yeah,
wardens
just gonna
die?
Just pull. He was right here. I want to get his movement precise.
4. That's good conservative
Like, I
guesstimate.
think we kind of have to go in here
Yeah.
because if you go here, you can just sort of.
What's
you
my
know,
opinion
sort
on
of do this.
cleanse?
They can go
It's
5 inches
still tough.
forward, and they just
I
keep
think
shooting,
there are
that's fine.
there are a couple very specific
Oh,
situations
and,
where you can lock it in,
I think
but it requires
we leave this guy
a
here
extremely
now. So that's 1, 2, 3,
um,
4, 5, 6,
specific
7 dogs
combination
shooting
of
these
mission
guys.
and
I
objective
probably
marker
still won't
placement.
kill 'em, but that's fine. All right, so we're done with that. We're gonna go into shooting. I'll just
top
at the
feel
top.
no pain on top of turn.
Yeah. We're gonna put exploding 6s on these guys and go just all the dogs, all the dogs, all the dog. This one. Everyone they can
Alright.
see. So
Yeah.
Getting sustained.
Sounds good.
and actually, I'm gonna do this before. I'm gonna advance the stalker and just move him back if that's okay. Because I want to get it
okay.
back just a bit further. Yeah, you can go back an inch. There you go, guy. So, all right. Now we do the shooting. Okay, so we'll start with the shooting that is going to get fucked the most. This guy, he can actually see just about everything. Can he see Trajan? Yes. Can this guy see everything? Yes. These are the ones that lose their angles. So we'll start with this brigand in the back right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
We're
hitting
going
on
to,
two.
when you declare, we're going to declare, we're going to spend 2 command points for -1 damage.
Sure. This guy's hitting on 2s. All right, it's a good start.
Sure, buddy.
And wounding on
There it
2s on AP4, so on your invuln.
That was a bad start for me. Well, past 2, so just
All right, so we'll do the
Quarter
first
point.
one. It's going to be 4 damage.
3. Take
There
1.
you go. Second one's going to be 2 damage, so 1.
Take 1 damage.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, this is what this game is, unfortunately, this matchup. So, all right, hitting on 2s, lose 1, and then wounding on 4s. And all those AP2 because it's the closest thing. So, well, it'd be the strat locks them in. So,
Those are going to cover, so 3 ups.
yeah.
Sure. I wish
And then
I
we'll do the indirect.
4 shots.
So he's going to get 4 shots. Hitting on 2s.
Oh, whatever.
What's wrong?
One too many shots. One too many shots.
It's blast, right?
Yeah, you rolled a 3.
Oh, I'll take the 6 off then.
Yeah.
There we go. So
And
this is not even going to go through. This is going to do nothing. So we're digging up 5s and 6s. Yeah, AP1. Yeah, there you go. So that guy's donezo. And we'll shoot this idiot stick into there now. And he's doing nothing. And then we'll do the chain cannon. So we'll pull that off. Wounding on 4s. And that AP2.
Kill 2. I take 1 more damage.
Okay, cool. And then we'll do the indirect. So 3 shots. Hitting on 2s. Got 1 extra. Wounding on 5s and 6s.
Save it.
All right, and we'll just clear this out. So that's 2 guys. And they are gone. All right, so we'll start with this guy back here. He's going to shoot his Melta 3s.
Nope.
He's done. And then this guy right here, going to shoot his Melta. Then wounding on 2s.
No,
and 1 goes through.
2s fail to wound because I am -1 to wound.
Oh, because he's a character in there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's Custodian. I was thinking, you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
I'm Trajan.
Okay. All right, so actually, yeah. Okay, so wounding on 4s, or hitting on 2s rather,
Everything.
and then wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh,
AP2
big
for
shot.
I definitely have covered.
that. Some do, some don't, because it's per
I'm
model.
taking on, guys. I'm taking on cover. Yeah.
Sure.
I fell 1. I killed 1 guy.
Okay, so we'll do the indirect now. And that's going to be 4 shots. And then hitting on 2s.
I wish we had the voice commands chat so we could just have a string of Daka Dakas going forever.
I don't know how I keep doing that. I'm so sorry.
If we fail it, obviously this is going on cover. I take 1 damage.
Okay. This one? Alright, and then I think we'll start with this guy right here, this brigand. And he'll shoot his chain cannon.
Yeah, we've got 1 so far.
And he's hitting on 2s.
1 and a
And
third.
we pull 1. And then he is wounding on 4s. And those AP2.
Bill's covered because you're covering it up. Oh
yeah.
And then I guess we'll do the
Too
indirect.
Strong, chat.
So
2
that's
shots.
going to be 2 shots, and I'll try to do it correctly. There we go. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s and 6s, and just 1.
And saves it.
And yeah. I'm just clearing the dice out. And then hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, and there you go.
Fail it.
Yes.
So
6.
6, that 5. I die.
The Havoc launcher strength 5, right?
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah, I've been doing
So it
5s
wins
and
on
6s,
fours,
I
yeah.
think.
They're T6. Sorry. Welcome to the new.
Oh,
new-
yeah,
new-
of
new
course.
Yeah,
design.
welcome to how strong Custodes are. So, yeah. I don't even. Did we finish the Havoc
Yeah.
launchers? Who
Yes,
cares?
everything's shot.
So that guy's done. So we fired this dingus. We'll do this guy now. We'll do his 2. So freeze.
What
It
is the
just
blue?
offsets
No,
this guy. Blue is his small melta.
it's not email to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that one's wounding on 4s, and red is wounding on 3s.
Yes, sir. So 1. We'll take this guy. This is a huntsman, you say?
Uh huh.
We'll take this guy in the open.
Okay. I mean, you're gonna save it
We
anyway,
saved
so yeah. So he is done,
One more
and then
dog left.
this one, yeah,
Mm.
killed a grand total of 2.
guys.
1, 1,
Two guys.
2. Okay, cool. So we've got the Melta here, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That one right there,
Pass it.
and
Let's
then
go.
the chain cannon hitting on 2s, and then wounding
This is
on
so
4s.
many ones, to chat. Oh my god. Broku,
I don't have-
roll better, my guy. That was a good 30% ones out of all those dice.
I take no damage.
Oh, I
You
shot.
killed 2 guys, and you shot.
Let me count this.
500
I want to count it.
bullets.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 750 plus 140. Yeah, so close to 1,000 points of dogs right there into them. And
Introduce you to custodian.
yeah, no, I rolled that interaction, and that one happens sometimes. There's just not much you can do.
Yeah.
So
You rolled
oh well.
poorly though. Let's get.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well, so I probably should have just not worried about the charges and went in, but it's fine. Sometimes you just can't. So this guy, I'll shoot his indirect into this dingus. I think he's there. It is,
in
yeah,
range.
and 4 shots, and I will get the correct amount. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. And he saves. And I think that's going to be all of my shooting, essentially.
Kills 100, but then one of those guys
Yeah,
responds.
So, we'll go into charge.
So did it kill 100 points? I don't know.
I guess you don't have CP.
I
but
think
you
I
can-
yeah. I guess like we could have potentially brought in the boys over on this side and tried to deal with the shield cat or the Alaris custodians, which is a better target than into the custodian wardens because Trajan's about to sort of mess up their day. But that was an unfortunate shooting phase there. Just shooting into a basically perpetually 3+ save with a 4+ damage ignore with -1 to be wounded. It's tough, man. I don't know what you do, and I think this is going to be a downhill road for Broku from here. We'll see if he has any tricks up his sleeve. We're going to put some 2 more Alarius Custodians back into Deep Strike, and they're going to jump down.
We'll just hold on to what we've got,
And that, yeah, that'll be what's going on over there. I don't know.
Pass a little time over. I'm gonna take some morale on the wardens because that's how the game works. We pass it. Castration. Okay. Not like it matters.
Actually,
though. Morale
I'm
does not
gonna
affect
discard overwhelming force. Sorry, give myself a CP.
her.
So
Let
yeah,
me
there you go.
absolutely draw some. Tempting target. Choose a target for me and cleanse. Cool. Cleanse and tempting target.
Oh, tempting target or tempted. Fuck, I don't know. I mean, you can take all of them, right? Like,
15 on primary as well because I do control that objective.
I will put it, I guess, on the middle right here.
Red.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm double smiley face.
Well, the Custodians are the easiest faction to play against is Nids. They have so many anti-infantry options, the sustained detachment plus heavy venom cannons through so many shots down range. Yeah, definitely like strength 9, 3 damage is what you want against them. And yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. I think that Tyranids like randomly have some good profiles into Custodes, and Custodes don't really get to leverage their good melee against Tyranids because Tyranids just die in melee anyway, right? Unless you're bringing Horror Spectres or something, you're almost never getting into melee as a Tyranid player. So you're just throwing 3 damage weapons at them or D3 damage weapons at them or. I think that Tyranids might unironically be the best faction at the game at killing heavy infantry, like 3 wound infantry.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you get Zoanthropes with D3 shot, D3 damage blast weapons, and you get Exocrines with 3 damage blast weapons. They just rip that style of unit apart really hard.
Okay.
Continue to remain controlling.
Yeah, the War Dogs melee is okay, but not these ones. These are largely brigands.
Terminators,
The Huntsmans are okay,
icons.
but the brigands are not in melee.
That's not how this game works.
And there is a carnivore in reserve. We can't forget that. That's also important. Not getting rid of the Spoidsmans, unfortunately. I wonder if Broku would have tried to rapid ingress the carnivore in the back here and try to pick up a Caladius Grav tank on the next turn, but left that little dude alive. Unfortunately, the indirect fire has to go into the Custodians if you declare the stratagem. A little sad face. So I think that is
I'm gonna reroll it for free.
and why we didn't have the same volume that we did last turn.
Go me. As you can see, Broku, I'm just so skilled at this game. I can just roll 6s for a living. So
Oh, yeah. I mean, at this point, right? I mean, that's just what in order for me to win this, I had to have a few things go my way, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So
8. That's the lucky number.
I appreciate that. Broku's got a pretty realistic mindset here. I think this was going to be a tough matchup for him, and he had to get a little lucky, and his mass sustained hit AP2 didn't quite do it, so kind of resigned himself, I guess. But that's a healthy mindset to have. If you know it's a tough matchup, you take the shots that you can get, and if you get them, then it's great, and if you don't, then you recognize that it wasn't a matchup you were supposed to win anyway.
How do I do this? Very good question. How do I shoot you? Cleanse objectives. Okay, so we're gonna put. This is just for later. So the squad that has not picked up yet is gonna land in the middle. For later me. These two guys are gonna go in a little corner and get me some pawns. So this is a goal that is not picked up yet. These two guys, the guys who picked up from last turn, are gonna come somewhere over here. Home objective. Currently there's nobody on it. You guys gonna move 3? I move 7. See some guys. This guy. 5. He's gonna rotate 1.5. 3 inches.
A new poll for
Has
War
moved.
Dogs? All right, let's get those.
8 inches total.
Let's get those questions in.
And then come out this way and take this little funny thing over the line. So you get some shots into that.
is that it works that way? I guess. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because he gets the advantage. It's so.
Yeah. TLS
Yeah.
says he can. Yeah, he's basically sticking this little funny.
Yeah.
Over.
So he gets the advantages as a base in terms of like measurement, and then the advantages of like
Yeah.
a hull in turn.
We base measured last
Yeah.
edition. So I think
Oh,
right,
well.
Charlie? Oh, this voids me need the battle shock test. I should take that. Oh. Well, he passed. Go him. He's going to continue just kind of staying here the entire game. Good to your job. I chose champion target, which I'll get for existing. These guys are not touching the terrain. I should make this clear, by the way. Because they're not
Oh, I mean,
efficient.
Overwatch wouldn't do anything if that's what you were.
No, just in case I fail. Like it makes.
Oh,
the,
so
the
I have
grab
to
tank
do-
does help measure.
Oh, he does
Just,
full measure.
yeah, just to.
The old measure last fight.
Yep.
Oh, I could have been measuring to his hull and stuff. I didn't. Oh,
He
Oh,
still
he
draws
does
line of
measure
sight
last
from his
fight.
model, though.
Yeah. You can still. Yeah.
okay, cool.
I don't think about it that much this game. It's on me. These guys are gonna. Yeah.
Five
Yeah.
was the maximum
I mean,
I
nothing
could
that
do,
matters,
chat.
I guess. Yeah.
I guess if I wanted to start at 2, I could have started at 3. I can only put 4 options in though.
You guys
So.
close as we can just for.
Yeah.
No, get in terrain too, because there's no reason why not.
Yeah, it seems like each of the Caladius has a pretty good chance of picking one up. The Caladius plus the Custodes shooting probably each pick one up, right? That's 2. And then I think Trajan's unit gets another one.
All right, let's see what happens now.
Solaris Custodian's just advanced, it looks like.
So, yeah, these 2 terminates in the middle are gonna cleanse, and then the other terminates are gonna also cleanse.
Yeah, they have assault weapons, so they can
It's
advance
gonna
and
give
do
me
actions.
5 points.
Very nice.
Tempting.
Give me a second. I don't think there's anything I can do, but
On a rapid ingress. Could.
but I don't think it matters. It's like
You can like rapid ingress and try to stop a tank from shooting. Like there's that.
no, but I can't come in. The problem is I can't really come in any place that's useful. They block it out. Like, because I can come in your deployment zone because it's still battle round 2, right? So.
Well, you can rapid ingress. Oh, you still have Carnivore left in reserves. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like what he doesn't really have any place he can go that's useful. So, all right, we'll just keep going.
Righty. Clay's graph tank is the one that's kind of peeking over. Is gonna shoot this guy.
Sure.
Huntsman. 4 shots into Huntsman. Headshot. They all wound ya. Do you want to reroll that?
No, I'm fine.
You
Oh, he's
die.
super dead. Yeah,
He takes 18. Does he explode?
he does
Nope.
not.
Hey guys, his unit's bad. Just want to let y'all know. This guy is going to go ahead and shoot this guy for that white brigand in the back behind cover.
Mhm.
4 shots. And they all hit. This auto wounds. All right, 4 saves.
Oh, he's
Take 10.
also 6. Yeah.
And then the funny gun. There's 3 shots. One wound. AP1, but you got cover.
He's good.
All right, all of Trajan's squad. So Trajan himself is going to shoot the Huntsman, and everybody else is going to shoot the Brigand. Actually, that 2-wound Brigand.
Okay.
All right, 8 shots from the non-Trajan guys. 1 wound. Hit AP1. Yeah, you have a 3 up though. So cover. Trajan. Nothing. Aw. These 2 guys are gonna shoot the front brigand. The 2 little mini guys. I shoot the front brigand. 4 shots with the spears. Hit. Give me 1 save at AP1. And save it. And then 2d6, 20 guns. 5 shots. Two saves at AP1.
Who's this into? The front brigand?
The front brigand.
Yeah, he doesn't get anything. All right, so
Okay,
3s
then.
or 4s, excuse me.
2
So
damage.
4
1 damage
damage.
each. 1 damage each.
Oh, those are grenades? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All my guns. Charges. The little 2-man squad's gonna try to brigand. Fail. Fine. Trojan is going to. Blade Champion squad is gonna charge the Mr. Blue guy.
Okay.
That does it. Longer red because it is 9. That's all the charges. No, that's just not true. How stupid are we? On a scale of super stupid. What's your opinion?
What? What's the question? I don't know. I think you can just probably shred all those guys, even if you're the biggest dum dum in the world, right?
We're just gonna dual charge both brigands. Let's charge both brigands. We'll think about if you want to intervene with the huntsman. I don't know. Do whatever.
No, that's okay.
I guess I'll have to base. Hold on, because he... Again, continuing the team of 3 guys on the objective. Sorry. Control it. Okay. You have how much? You have enough command points. They don't really want to intervene anywhere.
The Graph Tank did shoot chat. Each one of them killed a war dog. They each killed one guy. So it's really not coming up Broku right now for the dice. See if we can get to that vaunted 6 kills. Beat the poll here. We're down 2 already. Now the charge that the Blade Champions unit rolled was perfect here. Because it allowed the unit to get into melee but not base anyone. So they can actually pile into the War Dog Brigand. And we could maybe even take out another one with these. You'd probably get 3 models in, which may be enough to do it since they'll be on an objective, so they'll be rerolling their wound rolls. Yuck.
4 guys in the 10 wound brigand, and then Trajan and 1 guy to the 12 wound. Let's do the 10 wound brigand first, so it's 10 attacks. Oh, we're choosing it's splitting 6s this turn, by the way. Just for again, splitting 6s. So this is into the 10 wound brigand. 15 hits. Alright. 9 saves into the 10 wound brigand.
Yeah. So he does just barely live, I guess. No, he does. He's at 10 wounds. I forgot. So he does not just barely live. He just gets exploded. Yeah.
And then into the 12 wound brigand, we got Trajan.
Nah, Chris, that's crushing. I'm sorry. Sorry when you won't get your Caladius. Yeah, the Caladius are nuts. They're so good. Just a solidly priced, ridiculously efficient, or a ridiculously reliable shooting platform. Just sucks when they roll once to hit, but, you know, sometimes you roll once to hit. And that's kind of the new Custodes thing. They don't reroll their hit rolls at all, so they're just hoping they don't roll ones a bunch.
Oh, you're plus. Yeah. Okay. Never mind then. Sorry. So all of those.
I can't see any dice.
You had 5 wounds, so you're
5
good.
wounds. Yeah.
Yes. So I am saving. It's AP 2 or 3.
AP 2.
AP 2. So he's saving on all 5s. So he barely lives.
No, it's 3.
Is it damage 3 or damage 3? Okay,
Damage
he's gone
3.
then.
Oh my god. So the Warden's killed 2.
He is toast.
We're not going to touch the Huntsman because
So we're at 4. Do we get to 5? What do you got, Blade Champion?
The Blade Champions. He has to base. He's going to come like this in base. He's going to touch this guy, but not touch the other guys. This guy cannot base, so he's going to go there and stop this guy from being to base. There.
Look at that. We got 4 in. Oh man.
I guess.
Oh, maybe not. We have to maintain coherency. Nah, no shot.
This guy's gonna stay back.
Yeah, you'd rather get all those wound rolls for sure. So 3 in on the War Dog.
So let's put.
Can we do it?
And then the Blade Champion and 2 guys into the Brigand. Yep. The Blade Champion is gonna do Victus because that's the good sword. Okay. So let's do the 1 guy into the Scribe. It's 5 attacks. 5 hits. What's your toughness?
For the blue scribe, he's 4.
All right, so we're re-rolling everything. All right, 5 wounds.
Saving on 4s or better. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at him go.
It's 4
It
damage.
is. He's dead. Yeah.
No, it's only 2 damage. It's only 2 damage each.
Well, no, you got 2 1s and a 3 on the first roll. I hit it twice because I got a little lag, and I was looking at the first result, so he died.
Oh,
Okay,
dang.
He dies.
Yeah.
And it's 10 attacks into the Brigand
hmm
from normal guys. 8 hits. And we're rolling. 6.
And 5s are better, and
Takes
that
10
will.
damage.
Yeah.
And then the Victus Sword.
And for my next
6
trick,
hits.
I'll attack with my character.
You die from mortals.
Stab.
Let's see if he explodes. Blow up. He does
it's
not.
We're just gonna stay exactly like this. We're not gonna.
So it looks
we're not
like
gonna choose to pile in. Or
5
do
is the
anything funky.
number. 5 in the blue scribe.
Why wouldn't you go
chat.
in?
I guess this guy's kind of.
Because these guys don't have any melee at all. You could
Oh, the
just go in and
Solar
take the
Claws.
point from me, right? Like,
No,
Dang.
no. The Brigands have melee.
the brigands have no melee. The Stalker
not-
does have melee, but
Stalker
he's
has-
going to be. It's like, I guess there is a chance I roll super hot against you or something. But he has 4 attacks.
They
He's
didn't
hitting
reroll
on
their hit
3s.
rolls, chat. Only wound rolls. Didn't reroll hit rolls.
Okay, that's an interesting. Okay,
I
don't think it matters at this point, but
okay.
That's like basically not
is
rerolling,
it.
right?
I guess do I touch the Brigand? No, we'll touch the Brigand. What am I doing?
They're
We'll
just
touch-
like the equivalent of
Brigand
strength
touching
12 in melee.
oh, I see why. Because
all
you
the
have to hold
rerolls.
on to this point. Okay, that's what you're doing. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
No,
all right.
nope. All right, final decision. We're going nowhere. Final decision going nowhere. Just going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, this, we
Okay.
might
Okay. Pass turn.
we could see an early game here tonight, chat.
And I
That was
score
backbreaking,
5
I
on
think.
each thing. And that counts twice and tempting to you.
You get defend and storm hostile objective and behind enemy lines. Woo! I can't do
You got
behind enemy
you have
lines.
Changeling.
You have to have 2 units, right?
It's like partial and partial.
I guess I could put the carnivore back there, but no. It's behind enemy lines is just 2 or if 2 or more units from your army are wholly within your opponent's deployment zone.
That's it.
So
If only 1 unit, you'll score 3 instead, you know.
Yeah,
So
there's a
it's still
second
worth at least
paragraph
putting your
there.
Changeling for 3 points.
it is, but yeah, I guess we can stick the brigand in there. if we were not the brigand, excuse me, the carnivore. I keep getting their names mixed up. Let me put these
Gotta remember this
dinguses
little
right
friend.
here.
Look at this guy.
And let me see what this guy
He's
is.
hiding inside a pile of Necron corpses. He's
All right.
holding down the fort right now.
And so where are the?
Yeah, this does feel like an unfortunate draw for Broku
There's not
round
much I
one,
can do. I
definitely.
can put the brigand right, or put the carnivore here, and he dies instantaneously.
It seems like knights in general just don't quite have the attack volume or the consistency to deal with Custodes.
There's some, like,
This
optimal
seems like
spot
it's
for
a pretty common
mass,
experience from
changing.
knight players into this matchup.
Probably not.
And Custodes just shred
and
them.
Storm hostile objective.
It's
Doable, I guess. I don't know. I just
I feel like
Charge
you gotta
tank
kill the
with
warden
the-
squad just to rub it in, right? At this point.
no, there's not much I can do.
Yeah, like, we're committed.
unfortunately. This guy
It's time
could-
to just get rid of
like,
them.
he doesn't have the movement to get past them, and it's a horrible charge.
Yeah, it's an awkward position for them, strung out
What
like
do we
that too,
do?
blocking a ton of movement for these guys.
I can come over here and just go into these guys. They're much more killable than this. You don't have the 4+ female pain, but still -1 to wound, right?
Yeah, that's it. I don't have command points to actually do anything else. So
Yeah, I guess I have a bunch, but I have like nothing left. So I don't know. And my plan to do something with the carnivore completely blew up in my face. I think maybe if I'd been able to establish some sort of foothold up here, would have been Nito Mosquito, but he'll just continue like playing with himself or something. But he has to come in this turn, I guess, right?
It would have
So,
been Nito Mosquito.
And then it's like great because if I put him here, as I kill these things, he won't even get to charge him, right? So, I don't know. What do
Well,
we
he
do?
would. He would. Because
Can't
the
go back
Blade
here.
Champion has to be the last one.
Boom.
So he gets to charge the Blade Champion. You put
Yeah,
that guy
he
there,
really doesn't
Broku.
know
You make that charge, my
what
guy.
to do.
You nice to shatter right through that
Because
wall.
it's
I
like
believe in you, buddy.
0 CP, fight first, and he dies.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna have to come in, I guess. But yeah, so we'll just stick him over here. Yeah, maybe I just fucking put him over here just to score.
yeah.
But then you just can walk back and charge him and he dies.
Yeah, it's all War Dogs,
It's
chat.
like
War
this,
Dogs and Demons.
So it would be like an 8-inch charge,
Yes, sir. You don't dice.
or you just shoot everything into him and he explodes. Oh, you want to give me the timer back? I'm sorry, I should have taken it from you.
It's all good.
Well, let's just start doing things. Nothing to do in the command phase, that's for sure. Go into movement. Do I have any battle shocks? I do. This guy right here. So let me see if he has to battle shock. He passes. He's super brave. Yeah. And then I don't know. What do you have? Like, I guess I could try to hurt your primary some. I could genuinely just take a couple. Now I do have to be careful. This guy still has his thing, right? His movement ability.
Yeah. So if you move within 9 inches, he just.
Yeah, as long as
So-
as long as these dinguses just stand still, I'm fine. But so this guy maybe doesn't even need to do if I move out of it, that doesn't trigger it though, correct?
It does. When it starts or ends the phase movement, if the 9, so these guys cannot move at all. It starts or ends a fallback, advance, or normal move.
How much does that
Think.
enhancement cost?
It's like 35 points. It's
Okay,
pretty
that's
cool.
at least a little better, right? Yeah. Wish I had something like that.
It's definitely only ends in a move.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's
It only
ends.
ends? Oh, I'm goofy.
Yeah, you fucking trying to lie to me?
Never mind.
I'll fight you. Then I'll probably lose like I've been doing this game. I'll just be super sad. But what are we gonna do then? All right, let's just I think what we'll
Chicanery
do is we'll
chats.
put like this guy right here. Can you actually make that? You can
Yeah, I
walk
think
over
the
these
difference is that
dinguses.
the wardens are
no, they'll have to
out
adjust.
of cover, so
So
they're.
we'll do like
I guess
this,
it's
just
probably
a
a similar
little
math
shift
either way,
over.
since you can take
'Cause what else
cover
do we
saves
do?
on the Presidium shield guy. I guess he
He's gonna
loses his
go
objective
like
if he does that,
this,
but you have like a
5, Go
You could reactively move if
7.
anything happens here.
Want to make it so.
But they might have a little bit of
Just
cover.
Doesn't do anything if I go.
I guess they are a little bit easier to kill. The
I
Wardens
don't
do
think I
feel
need
after
to use the stalker
because
shooting,
Custodes players
it's not
always
that
give you their
great,
Wardens
but
to shoot
he
at
doesn't really
first, and
have
then they're like,
anywhere
"I'll
he
pop
can
up the
go.
4
He
plus
has
feel no pain. I'm in
charge
cover.
to,
I'm impossible to kill. -1 to wound."
so
And you're like,
5,
"Oh God, okay."
yeah,
And it's
reduce
every
your
single
credit
defensive
protection
benefit.
on
You
it,
take
that's for
you get used to shooting at them, and then you shoot a
if I
Custodian infantry
just don't
squad,
feel like I
and they
can
just get
move
vaporized.
like
It feels much better. You're like, "Oh wow, this is what
that.
attacking
I kind of have to.
units with reasonable defensive profiles feels like."
Yeah.
That's always
So
been my
we could
experience. It's like a
advance him out.
breath of fresh air.
And try to touch this, but then these guys just come in and probably cream him. Yeah, you've done a real good job of just making it so anywhere I go, my guys kind of get exploded. But I have to deal with these guys. Yeah, I wish you hadn't done that. Regardless, this guy could take this point from you, I suppose.
I do have 9 models. 9 OC.
9. Oh, you have the thingy that gives him 3?
I got the Vexilla. It's free.
Ah, yeah. Forgot about that. So I can't take that from you. I take that back. Well, this guy is. So it'd be funny if you did that. I'll just let you.
Also,
He
you
is.
can't move across my models. You have to.
What are you
You
talking
can only
about?
move across. You can't move
I can move
my
across your models if
models.
I do Knights of Shade. That I would totally.
Oh,
do
Knights
that.
of Shade, my dude.
Yes,
He's
yeah,
too
yeah. So
shadowy.
I do have.
You just
that
throw
ability.
some
That's why
shade
I've
in their
never spent it with my
eyeballs,
guys
and they
too.
can't do anything about it.
So I think this guy goes like.
So shady.
Got me base.
So, chat, what were some changes in the
Here, 10,
update today that
and
what were your favorite changes in the
I don't know if
update
I can
today?
get
Tell me about that. Tell me how you're feeling.
Going through
is he
the
clipping
wall.
through?
Obviously, Wraithguard
that's
feels
what I'm
good,
trying.
right?
There
Would you
we go.
say?
can go right
Yeah, because there we got it. Yeah, cool. So we'll put him like right there. Like so.
I noticed there was a bunch of
And that's
random
all
like
hunky-dory, right?
weapons
You fine with that? Except
that
yeah,
got
then you get to just move
that got
into
AP values on them,
It's
which I thought
nothing.
was interesting.
Casually
Yeah,
highlights.
I think
all
it
the
was
guys. Are you
Tau
sure?
weapons got AP
Yeah.
values attached randomly.
If I go up here, he dies. Yeah. this
Yeah, all of the
sucks.
accelerated
whatever, I
burst
guess
cannons
this
in
guy
Tau apparently were
is
supposed to be
probably
AP1,
So
which was wild.
get some
I
shooting.
remember that being AP1 in last edition, and then it just randomly got updated, which is wild. Surprising.
You have no idea how
Nice
bad that I really want
change.
to overwatch this, but I know it's a bad
I was
idea.
thinking about that. No, I was thinking about that in my head. You should just like.
Yeah, the one
I guess I could
reroll
go
for
in
Imperial Knights.
here.
I honestly feel, I don't know, Imperial Knights are so whatever.
I'm gonna think like
They're like all over the place right now. It is good that it's codified exactly what that ability is supposed to do because it was confusing as hell,
I
but
think I can hide him, right? Like I don't think you can get him if he goes there.
it is what it is.
I guess you
What
could.
changed to Wraith Knights?
No, I think he's safe, right? Or you can do it with these guys. can't
Nothing?
you? Yeah. There's like so. The other just sits in the corner and does
Oh,
nothing.
Death Guard
Yeah,
Pistols got the pistol keyword. I mean, that makes them worse, right? Because then they can't shoot them and cast their spell. So actually a little sad.
I'm gonna put him.
pass time. The thing about it.
Put this guy. Yeah. You do.
I don't have any command points worth of any funny stuff right now. So I'm still Overwatch.
Yeah, the reusable
Okay.
demo charges was kind of wild to me,
Especially-
especially because they were saying that demo charges did
I'm
too
just
much
gonna keep
damage
doing
last
this
week.
until-
They're like, oh, we're pretty sure demo charges are overtuned.
Well,
Also,
let's see. Yeah, Carnival
You can have infinite of them. You're like, okay, well, I guess. But what it does do is, I think realistically what it does do is it prevents that situation where you could have half a unit that's used its demo charges, and then you have to keep track of exactly which models respawn with demo charges and which
take that
models don't.
risk.
That was very annoying, and I'm glad we just get rid of
I
that.
think rerolling ruins is better.
Plus, the weird thing where a unit could respawn with no demo charge, but get the benefit of assault weapons because they had the demo charge weapon, but they
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm so
use it.
fucked. Yeah.
It's also strange.
No, you get covered. That's it. Never mind. We're gonna do the Trajan spell. So the Trojan squad's gonna shoot Overwatch at you. Alright, nope. And Trojan.
So I think we're trying to get rid of the 2 wound to
Right,
bring in
those-
here.
those are bad.
We'll just leave the stalker where he's at. You know, I think we probably have to just leave these guys, don't we? Just, you know what? I'm so confident that I'll kill you, except I'm not even the slightest. So 1. What am I saving now? 2 dice? Ro? You there?
Yeah. What is it?
These 2? Is that what you rolled?
No, no saves.
No saves?
saves.
Okay.
I failed to hit.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
think
that's
we
nice.
probably just...
You missed for once?
We have
Oh,
to leave
nice.
that guy there, and then he can
Appreciate that.
touch. If this guy died, moved up there, no. Would you have moved him? No, because you just fucking... There's nowhere I can go. This sucks so much. All right, we'll just leave them where they're at. I can't be bothered to... Oh, we can shift this guy over here, though, and he can move somewhere else. And I think that's all we're going to do. Yeah, let me delete that nerd. Sorry about that. And I'll bring the changeling down.
I'm throwing for points, probably.
Hmm?
Put in my deployment zone, get points.
Yeah, no, I was gonna do that. I just have to find where I stuck him. And I think we probably bring him down, and so maybe he can be obnoxious next turn. Okay. Thank you. Do we want to hide him, or do we want to do for the slot machine 1d6? You obviously can just move away, but yeah, we'll put him here, I guess. We'll stick this guy there. Because I think you can just kind of shift over here and you can get away from him and make it so I can't even do it. All right, so we'll go into shooting. Yeah, we'll just get this out of the way. Spend the CPs. And you also to spend a... Oh, no, I had 5, so I already did it. So we've got this dog, this dog, this dog, and these 2 dogs into your custodian guards. So
A big shot.
We'll
start with
4 or 5 dogs.
it's 5 dogs.
Okay, all 5. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, we'll start with I guess this guy right here. He's got a bunch of 12-inch. So hitting on 3s. He's got a smaller Melta. That's not too bad. And wounding on 2s with red and 3s with blue. And there you go, AP4 on all that. Yeah.
I'll just take it. I'll take these 2 guys in the open. Kill the guy.
Yeah, that guy unfortunately just gets it on because the Blade Guard champion is going to be the last one. Okay. And then you want to do the... Do you want me to roll the blue now for you?
Just give OP stuff to every army. I mean,
Did you save that one, or
it is kind of fun, but to an extent.
Well, I'm just gonna roll
Like if everyone had phantasms, it would be kind of interesting. But if everyone had phantasms and wraith knights, then whoever actually got a shot would just immediately win. So you have to couch it a little bit. There's a level of OP-ness that gets too OP for sure.
You're right. So go ahead. I'm a dingus.
Yeah.
So we'll do the chain cannon. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. All of those AP. That's coming from this guy right here. This guy right here.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes, that
Okay,
was
this guy's shooting down. I'll take these guys in cover. Get the guy down to 1.
okay. It's even with cover, it's AP2.
Yeah. But he's 4 wounds.
Or oh, the shield nerd. Okay, yeah, indirect. Just
2 shots.
2. Yeah,
Yep, 2 shots.
2s.
No.
And we'll do the Melta 2s. 2s, and on your
Ooh.
So it just kills 2 guys.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
see,
he
this
is
is what
done.
feels better. It's when you get to shoot those actual custodians.
We'll mark
Oh
this
man, did they
guy.
die?
And then we'll just do this brigand right here.
Yep.
And is nobody wounded? So hitting on
my-
2s. Oh, sorry. What's wrong?
Yeah,
Hello?
engaging the Wraith Guard is real bad for them for sure. Ooh, it looks like we lost Salad.
Salad, you there? Or... Okay.
Maybe might have lost internet or something.
Yeah. I guess I'll pause it.
Yeah, I got it paused.
Okay.
Well, at least the custodian guards are dying. They know. How
I'm
to
gonna
do that.
completely over damage into them, I guess, because
Yeah.
I just yeah.
That's the custodian's experience. The wardens just survive everything, and then the guards come up after them, and you're like, "Well, I'll shoot the guards this time," and then they die immediately because you're like, so used to shooting at wardens.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have many options at this point, unfortunately.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, there's just not much I can do. I think that was impossibly stupid what I did into the wardens, but I had to go into them. I think I probably shouldn't even give him that charge.
My computer muted. Sorry.
What was that? You sound like you're on the mainland, and we're stranded on a desert island right here. Deathguard at the armor roll,
Yeah,
having
it just
all
shut off
incoming
for some
damage
reason.
rounding
Never
down.
really
Yeah, you were in the
get
middle
it.
of saying something, and I got so confused, and I thought you were stopping me to. Yeah. Oh well.
So I am on an Xbox right now. Through Discord.
Flawless. Are you
Off-
rebooting? Is that what happened?
Yeah, it's rebooting right now.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
I was I DC'd from the server or something. I don't know why it shut down, but you're on the chain cannon or something. I don't know what was happening.
I had just done a chain can. I was about to roll some Melta, and I actually did roll it. I missed one, so
Yay.
I got a 1 and a 3.
I have to go check everything.
Salad, thank you for being patient with me, man. I've had insomnia for about 2 weeks now, and I didn't realize how much it was going to fuck my brain. Not in terms of beating me. You were going to shit on me anyway, but like I am losing the plot, losing track of where I'm at so often. You've been like super
It's
patient about
definitely
that.
a downhill fight for the Custodes for sure, chat. But that doesn't mean we can't have fun over here in the chat room, right? We can chill out, have a good time.
We're doing this
Get excited about this War Dog Stalker 1v1ing the Blade
Yes.
Champion and turning
I
him into
missed
pulp,
with the
hopefully.
Melta.
Yeah.
I had 1 miss and 1 hit. Okay, so we good to go, or?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. So he's wounding on 2s, and then on your invul.
Come on, baby. I'll get there eventually. All right.
Look at
Alright,
those guards
and then
just
we
go
have the
down.
indirect.
Just get destroyed.
It's 1 shot. Hitting on 3s. I got to wound it.
Good
first,
gambit
sorry.
and still lost.
And he wounds AP 0.
I wonder if there's a gambit you could play for here. Maybe.
This rolling dice thing.
If you hide War Dogs behind these 2
Alright,
walls
so,
and you try to block
I
off the
do need to do
Custodian,
this,
the
guys.
Wardens from getting you, and you gambit there and you try to gambit the Changeling, maybe? Like, you have 4 table quarters. You could do orbital bombardment coordinates.
And he's going to be wounding on 4s. All these AP.
It's actually potential a potential comeback there.
And he is done now.
if we get real funky with it.
we'll do.
And the
this
Custodes don't kill
here.
everyone.
Actually, we'll do the Stalker, his chain cannon.
Chris, thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate you, man.
3s.
Have a good one.
And he's wounding on 2s because he gets +1 to wound if they aren't within 6 inches of something else.
3s.
And AP 1 on all of those.
It's rank 6, so 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Then I apologize. There you go.
Suck it. You killed
Ooh, knocks down to just the champion.
Had to
All
hear
right.
you.
1v1 me, bro.
Gambit cards.
fight.
I don't need you. Did I kill a guy?
Yeah, he did.
Cool, cool. And then this guy right here is gonna shoot his Melta. We'll start with that. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s.
Yeah, unironically, that might be a path to victory.
And then the chain cannon.
Assuming he can get
Is hitting on
Storm
2s.
Hostile, which could be tough. He basically needs to turn around enough
Wounding on
firepower to clear out a
4s.
bunch of Wardens and then charge onto the
And all
objective. But
those AP2.
I don't think he can do it. So Storm Hostile might be a big nothing.
Alright.
He's probably going to defend
He's
Stronghold,
done,
though.
and I think
Or
that's gonna
get behind
be
enemy
it
lines, for
my
sure, because he
shooting.
has the Changeling.
I cannot see that.
So that'd put him to
I'm not gonna bother with
48.
that shooting.
Custodes
just
score
probably
another
accidentally switch the
15. They
next
go
turn,
to
so- Oh, I guess I can
54
charge into this guy.
plus secondaries.
So we'll
Oh,
charge
yeah. Go
into
get him, boy. Arf, arf.
You did it. Oh boy. -1 to hit. I'm just gonna pop that.
I will tank shock, I think, because I do need that extra damage, and I have a lot of CP.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be 14 dice.
6.
All right, 6 mortals.
That was a 5 model Custodian brick chat. That was a 250 point unit. 600 points into 250 is a
And
pretty
then we
reasonable
go into the
return.
Fight phase.
It's just the hyper efficient stuff is
yeah,
what
he's
gets a
not
little bit
touching
awkward.
anything.
All right, down to
I
2
guess-
wounds on the Blade Champion. What do you got, Word Soccer?
hitting on 4s.
Close data sheet.
Wounding on 2s. And no luck. And then you can swing back now.
Yeah, you take
Flubbed
the
it?
so
Oh my god, chat.
Was
Yeah,
I not
Invictus.
facing you? I'm so sorry.
suck. Invictus.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Invictus sword is the best sword.
Flubbed it on the claw attack. One swing through would have killed him. At least this Blade Champion's
And I
not the
can
best
barely
guide
hear
fighting
anything
either.
you're saying, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I can imagine I can do. What's 1 wounded AP3? I'll be back.
Okay. I guess I'll pause it while he's or not.
1 wounded AP3.
Okay. I rolled a 5, so he is taking wounds. So how much damage too?
3 damage.
3. Okay, cool.
Ugh.
All right. And what do I
That's
even
brutal,
score?
chat.
I guess I
You
get
can't even win in the cool fight. He even tank shocked. He tried everything.
wrong one. And I will pass it to you.
Didn't get Storm Hostile. Gonna keep? You gonna hold on to Storm Hostile there, my guy? Seems a little bit tough.
Capture enemy outpost. Investigate some
Oh, I guess I do get Storm Hostile Objective, right?
One?
No, I don't.
No.
Damn it.
you
Yeah, I
need to
didn't take it
that
from you,
objective over there.
Madingus. Oh well.
Okay, and then morale. Blade Champion needs morale. That's fails because of your -1 morale. So he's
Sure, I'll nuke him, I guess. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well. See if we can kill him. Just those two.
Ooh. Ah,
Down
down
to
to 1. What?
1 wound left.
Rude. How many War Dogs survived the 4th return? Yeah. So we're bottom round 3 right now.
Movement. You're on.
I think we lose 3
Does
here.
anybody else need to take morale? I guess Trajan's unit needs to take morale. Trajan, how are you feeling today?
Oh
He
no!
fails, but I don't actually care. I'm still 9 OC.
Oh yeah, but their OC can't be modified. Yeah. It doesn't even change. It doesn't change the score anyway. We have 3
Tornadoes
objectives
in the
anyway.
back corner that teleport damage into the dots.
The one-time battle shot could be
Oh, so
worthwhile,
these guys
right?
are battle shocked? Is that
It gives you
they don't-
-1 to hit and reduces your OC, and
Yeah, but
Triton's
doesn't
like,
cast
no,
out.
no, 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 no. We don't do that here. I take no
I
penalties.
know, but I like the cat symbol, so.
Okay. I think I like the cat symbol too.
I mean, not that it's relevant. It's all gonna die anyway, but they're -1 to hit him, my guys.
I have Trajan though.
Does that make him? Oh, you're right. Yeah, so it
I
is
literally
relevant.
do not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least it'll get Broku +1 to hit them, but it doesn't really matter
Waste
so much.
time and I-10.
Yeah, almost all of the
Oh, yeah,
battle
I can
shock
get 5
abilities are
times
pretty
heal.
garbage. I found the Chaos D1's one is maybe the only good one out of the battle shock stuff, but that's because it just does damage to you. It's good because it basically goes back to old battle shock rules. Or old morale rules, attrition tests.
That's the Terminators.
And yeah. It is what it is.
Green.
But I hear you Chaos Knight players playing Tyranids, it feels the same way. Might as well have just left the army ability and put some pretty pictures there. So I wonder if Salad's even going to go for... He drew Capture Enemy Outpost this turn. Plus Investigate Signals.
Damn,
He has an easy Investigate Signals with the Voidsman, so he can just do that once and then be good with it.
Terminators will roll an
So at least he gets 2 there. The question is whether he holds on to Capture Enemy Outpost. He can't hold it with the Blade Champion right now. So I think that he could hold on to it to score it next turn, but that would put him on 56 this turn.
Chill. This guy's gonna...
The problem, I think, is that Broku is... I guess he could max primary. Both players should probably max primary this game. So if he gambits and maxes primary, it comes down to secondaries. And Broku does have the lead a little bit, but not for long. Although he does have... oh yeah, he has Stormhouse Objective. That's nothing.
I know there's a cut them down test.
I'm surprised he even kept that, honestly.
How does that work?
He could new orders if this coming turn, though. He does have a lot of CP. What I consider a Highlander tournament. Oh, you like the Abominant? Yeah, Abominant's cool. It just seems like, I don't know, so meh. Its gun being low AP sucks. Its melee is kind of mediocre. It's a lot high volume, but kind of meh. And the special abilities are sort of whatever. So a Highlander tournament, you mean like you can only have each faction one time? Or Highlander usually is that you can only have one of each unit in your army. Is generally what Highlander means.
I'm gonna shoot somebody. Oh, one of these two poor fools.
You know, is there any conceivable chance I can even win this? There isn't, right? I think this is just donezo.
Yeah, for this turn, how it looks, but probably not.
You think it's worth letting you finish your stuff? I guess.
You could just like I've been kind of my secondaries aren't great, so you could. Like, I'm not scoring any secondaries this turn. Let's put it that way.
Gambit. Broku Gambit.
We'll play it this turn,
Gambit.
see how much is dead, and then that's fine with you. Unless you want to call it here for yourself.
Sure, you can keep going. It's just you sounded yeah, anyway, yeah.
I think that's everything. Shoesting. The custodians advanced. Are all gonna shoot the war dog that's
One
engaged.
player from each faction. That's tough to do.
So only
If you do it as like an invitational thing, it's okay. But I think you just end up sort of like having faction power level. At least in this situation, the faction power level sort of comes to the fore.
-1 hit.
But you could, if you like, I think if you cut out like Eldar GSC, it'd be kind of interesting. You just didn't have those because as it stands, right? Those are just like sort of
Trajan squad is gonna shoot the war dog that's engaged.
get to wade through like a pile of really terrible factions that can't beat them before they get to a hard game. Whereas if you did one faction each for like the middle like 12 factions or so, I bet you get a really interesting tournament. I bet that would be sweet.
They do ignore my ones to hit, so they hit on 2 still. No wounds.
Combat Patrol Highlander. Now we're talking.
These 2 Terminators will do the same thing. They advance, so they still only get their 4 shots. Two hits. 1 wound. It's fine because you have cover. Caladius is going to go ahead and shoot
Gonna get that cover.
this guy. And then he'll put a small gun into the Warlock Stalker.
Okay.
Which I don't think you can see with the Stalker. So we'll just put nothing into it.
No, you can see the stalker. I would say you could. Yeah.
Right, then we'll put the little tiny gun into the Stalker. And then we'll
Sure.
put the big gun into the Brigand. The Brigand, they'll hit. 3 wounds. 2 and damage.
GSC and Eldar are seeded
What's the
in top 8.
damage?
So they just don't
Oh,
play.
he's super dead. 11. Yeah.
Takes
Let's see if he-
11. He's not exploded. He's not dead. He's not
Huh?
dead. He's 1 wound left. Takes 11 damage.
Wait, did I misread it? I thought it was you rolled a 2 and a. You rolled a.
Oh, I rolled a 4 and 5. Never mind. It's
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
13.
Yeah,
Never
he's
mind.
like dead as shit. Yeah.
Uh, and then the funny gun to the Stalker.
I think you've one-shot dogs almost every time with them, right?
2 out of 3 times so far.
Yeah. Okay. 2 out of 3 is not 3 out of 3 at least, right?
And this guy's gonna try to shoot this dog to death.
Sure. I might as well give him a shield. So yeah.
2 out of 3 one-shots isn't 3 out of 3 one-shots. That is looking on the bright side of life, chat. I wish I had Broku's like indomitable spirit.
He's good.
Are you kidding me?
Voidsman will try
What a guy.
shots. One wound, AP 0. Oh, I got the funny gun from him. Want to do that first? It's important.
Yeah, no problem.
It's 2 wounds with the funny gun. You have cover though. Yeah, take 1 damage. Something. Put 1 spear into him, and then 1 spear to this guy. The 1 spear into the 2 wound guy. You're rolling to the vehicle. Nothing, and then 1 spear into the carnivore. Want to get in the box with a reroll? Nothing. Warden shot. Everybody shot. Charges. The wardens will dual charge both guys. Six is enough. Gonna come like this. Yeah, this guy's gonna come like this. We just need 1 guy and a U. And then the rest of the guys can come in. Like,
Yeah, defeating tilt is like a real skill.
guys to base now.
Definitely, that's something I need to get more practiced at for sure.
Here, let's do this the proper way then. Yeah, because we got a bunch of movement left. Trajan can't move anymore though. So this guy's gonna base here. Yes, this guy can only trace him and Trajan.
Well, chat, while we're doing our combat movements, do want to throw a shout out to our sponsors once again. Delta Studios, you could use coupon code TACTICAL10 over there to get 10% off your real scale 40k props. Gamemat.eu, you can use coupon code TT10 to get 10% off your tabletop mats and 3D terrain. The Magnet Baron, where you can magnetize all of your models, and 3D6 Wargaming. And we'll see as they watch on this sponsored stream. We'll see if they can. How many War Dogs explode right here?
Yeah. Because honestly, I was just kind of looking at it now. Like you have no melee left. You got a stalker, which
I might get a talk out actually.
Yeah. That's fine.
But he gets to
Trajan's gonna go
swing
super
first
sane.
and horribly miss, right? Into the blade champion.
He does not actually swing first. So your stalker will swing first.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna trust that he doesn't die with one.
Get him.
And Trajan
It's so amazing that you can do that.
Yeah. But Trajan's gonna go super sane and swing everything to if you wanna like not do that strat, that's okay as well.
So who's going into the Huntsman? Trajan?
Trajan and 2 guys into the Huntsman.
Yeah, I'll
Two
do it.
guys
I
left
don't
to-
care. Maybe he'll live.
Trajan, get him.
So I think we're doing the stratagem to give them a field
Okay,
open against
Never mind. I was a
battle
mistake.
shocked units.
7-6.
AP2, correct?
AP2.
AP. So saving on a bunch of 5s.
Take
Then
18.
18. I can totally do it. 2. Nope.
Sorry, no longer.
I can totally not do it.
Wow.
Oh my
Explode.
god. These dice, Chad.
And attacks into the brigand. This person, we've not had one explosion this entire game. Only one wound on the
Yeah.
brigand.
So 5 or better. Oh wow,
He
he
lives.
lives. Okay.
It's okay, I rolled pretty poorly.
Oh, I'm trying to move this little purple dice. There we go.
Yeah, and then you can swing.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
okay, great.
Swing
That
back.
guy will go into your thingy.
Yeah, 4
3 or
attacks.
better. And then 2 or better.
Yep.
And 8 on his invul.
Like you would hit on 2s, right? Oh, got him.
Dies.
I'm sorry.
Get wrecked.
And I can't stratagem him. There's not a fight.
That's why Chaos Knights are overpowered. The Battle Shock is just too good.
Usually, the bonus one did make you feel the battle shock, which is very good for you.
Thank you for the.
All right, the brigand can.
Sure. Do I guess we might as well, right? Like, so he's hitting on. I think his weapon skill's 3 with this. I don't even know. Weapon skill 3, so hitting on 4s, and then wounding on. They're toughness 6, wounding on 4s. There you go, AP 0. So.
Holy crap! I took a boo boo.
Yeah, I know. You got your. Oh, they don't have the feel no pain anymore. I'm so used to them doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got. I don't know why I kept
investigate signals for command point.
deploy teleport Homer.
We can do that
Oh, okay.
for 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
we guess
actually, you can
score
score
both of
hostile
these.
objective. You can score both. So like the game's like not over.
Okay. So this guy I think is nothing in command phase.
Did we?
Oh, we got a battle shock. Battle shock. Make sure there's no other battle shocks. I would never want to.
Score out, investigate
Yeah,
signals.
which
I think solid should be too
Look
high.
how brave this brigand is.
That's so brave.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Custodes have only lost
suppose there
about
is a
500
universe.
points,
How
maybe,
much
I think, so
CP?
far,
I mean, you
chat.
can't Overwatch and just smush this
3.
nerd.
Maybe 400, 450, maybe.
Okay, so let's just do this fast because who cares? So we go into movement. We got me. We'll try to stop the cloning because it's obnoxious. So this guy can go 14 over here.
This guy can also just investigate signals, to be honest. Like,
Well, I've got a changeling for that, right?
yeah, but you need 2 to get the full points. Oh wait, it's investigate signals. Oh, yeah, you're good, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably better for him to ram his
Knows that
you
me.
know,
Oh,
thingy
yeah.
into your
All right.
little guy right here.
So this is actually insane draws for
I
Broku.
think we probably
Deploy
also,
teleport Homer, so Changeling just racks that for 5 points. This guy wanders around the corner, charges the Caladius, gets in on the objective. As long as he charges to the objective and doesn't get sort of cucked by the dice roll, he storms hostile objective for a 13-point secondary turn. Jesus. That was a hell of a rip off the top of the deck there for Broku. You have to say his hit attack rolls have been bad, but his draws have been great.
Could Knights of Shade this guy here. And just make it so you score 0 primary or only 1 primary next turn, right?
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, is there a universe where I can maybe... No, because I'm going to run out of the CP. So, like, what is this? This is a 4-inch charge. If we don't use Knights of Shade here, we do it in the charge phase. It goes 3 inches. It goes 11. That's a 5-inch charge. So we'll just do that. We have our little 1 CP over here. I think we do need it because like if we could do it, we could do a charge and then kind of do like this.
Yeah.
But it's probably better to just do it this way.
What are you doing? My guy, you storm hostile objective.
And then
Please.
protected.
Please storm it.
Score 5. I would love to make it so you only score 0, but what can you do? And then we probably...
Oh, it's storm hostile. Excuse me. For a second, I thought that was capture enemy outpost. No, that's storm hostile objective. Just kidding. What am I talking about? Yeah, we're fine. That's gonna score. So it'll be 10-point primary, or 10-point secondary. It's not great, but it's good. It's Salad who has capture enemy outpost. So holding on to this objective doesn't do anything for Broku, but he does have the changeling there if he needs to do it next turn.
You get an Overwatch
Just,
regardless,
definitely brain
right? From the
farted myself.
Terminators
Yeah.
if you want.
No, from the tank.
You can see him when he's right here.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh!
Overwatch you could start the phase.
You're right, because he's... Yeah, I forgot, yeah. I'm sorry, like, so much of my brain is, like, stuck on 9th right now, isn't it? Yeah, I'm a dingus. We leave him here, he dies, so we might as well do it, right? Like, right. So what are we going to do then? So we have to Knights of Shade him. I mean, what does this idiot do? Like, do you still have any relocations, by the way? With these guys,
The 2 guys in the middle can, yes. The 2 guys in the middle can relocate. Upon choice.
Yeah. So we'll probably stick this guy here, just do a little bit of screening. Got that guy there, and then I think, go ahead. You want to do your Overwatch now?
Yeah, I will, absolutely.
Now, do I lose? Yeah, because I have to designate him for Knights of Shade. Okay, yeah.
Overwatch. 1 wound.
Is this? Oh yeah, so just saving on 5s. Oh, okay.
And the funny gun.
And you got your little gun? Yeah, your little potato gun.
2 hits. 1 wound. Save it.
Okay, so
Nice.
Lucky you. Go down 2 command points. I already did.
what is the ideal place to stick him? Even matter? We go here. Like, my brain is saying there's got to be something that's not. Whatever, we'll just put him here. Who cares? Then this guy, I just don't want him to get charged right now. Maybe keep him alive a little bit longer. So we just need to stay 17. Yeah. He can go up and steal. Actually, so what is this right here? So that's
9.
we probably just do like that then.
Yeah. Fair.
Alrighty. And we'll just leave these idiots right here because who gives a shit about them at this point? And then
Shooting. Charge phase.
it is the
At least
charge.
you have one shot. You have one shot. You have the brigand.
I do with that, but yeah, we'll shoot him. I'm just trying to see if I want to save this guy. If we like pull him over here, because there are some secondaries he can score. You get 6. That's yeah. That's like, even if I'm like just like run away. You also can just teleport these nerds. So there's not much he could do. He's kind of hyper fucked. We go here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just hide him like that then. Suppose, yeah, if he goes out to shoot, he just get blowed up. So, oh, you know what? Probably want to try to avoid shots from this guy. So we'll just keep him back.
That's. Yep.
The problem is, I don't know. We'll just do with shooting. Who cares? All right, this guy's shooting into these idiots.
-1 to wound, -1 damage because I don't have any.
Yeah, no problem.
Spins on.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, and 1 goes through.
Fail.
And damage is going to be 2. And then the chain cannon.
Pick it out of cover.
Yeah. All right, so hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, and those AP 2, I think. No, AP 1. They are not the closest. So.
Okay. Kills guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Except you could
Good.
just resurrect. And then I guess this guy will shoot into them too, right? Like.
Good.
I do have my indirect, my wonderful indirect. We'll do that. I forgot. So it's going to be 6 shots, and I'll do this slowly so I don't roll more like I was. 2s, and then 5s and 6s.
Take 2 damage.
All right, and we'll do the chain cannon now from the stalker. 3s, and then it is +1 wound, so it is wounding on 4s. And so all those AP 1.
1 more damage. Okay, just down to 1.
Cool. All right. And then yeah, I guess this guy he'll shoot his gun into the Gladius. 6 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 6s, because it's not 5s, it's strength 5. So yeah. All right, we'll go into charge, and I do need to take that CP off because I did do Knights of Shade. And we'll charge this into there.
Makes sense.
And I think we don't want to go there. I think we probably want to do it like this. Not that it matters, and he is basing and he's touching. All right, and I'm assuming -1 to hit, right?
Yeah, of course, because the tank knows karate.
Yeah. And so he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and all of those on
Heyo.
your 5 or better. And D6 +2 damage. I'll just roll them both, and that right there. So, 2 or 3
Broku's
plus
so
4,
sad.
so 7.
And he's gonna karate you back. That's vortex.
Oh, could I? You mind if I do, when you karate back? Do you mind if I do my flamer after this? I forgot to shoot.
Yeah, go
shitty
ahead.
changeling
Yeah.
flamer. Yeah. But you can do your karate back. That's fine because the changing flavor is not going to change anything. So
2 wounds.
3 or better. There we go. All right. So changeling flamer. I'll overcharge. See how many shots we get. D6 plus 3, 7. And he is wounding on 5s.
Does
and
that break to play
6s.
teleport helmet? Oh no, chat. Or are
All
we doing it
those
in the center?
AP1 ignoring cover. So
Hmm.
there we go. And that'll be that.
Change the pen.
Hmm.
Let's go 10. I'm Primeri. So we're
Yeah,
not going to pick up the guys in center.
Oh, oh, actually, you know what? I'm a moron. I didn't want to. Well, I don't care at this point.
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna do it anyway.
yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
You can take the investigate signals. I know what you meant. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
read about them too.
Yeah. All right. So storm hostile objective.
We have morale to do before I move.
Yeah, I'll pass it to you, and you can do your thingy, and I'll give you the time.
I'm gonna revive a Terminator at the start of the phase.
So 5. And then storm hostile objective. Yeah.
So I don't have to take around the Custodes because they're at full strength. Trajan squad has to take morale. They're fine. The little guy, the idiot in my back squad is fine.
That might run into coherency.
The tank is not fine, so he's shocked. No, the tank does not need to take. He does.
Yeah, he does. Who failed? I'm sorry, I was barely paying attention. So.
And then that's it. That's everybody who needs to take.
Does
These
unit
guys would
right?
have
Did
to
you do them?
move.
Yeah, they're all
Great
6. They're good.
Okay, cool. And these guys passed as well.
I didn't need to take one. They're at full strength because I just used the strat.
Darn it!
Right?
They have
Yeah,
to
you
move
heal.
into coherency though. I think they're out now.
Oh wait, why is there this many Terminators?
I don't know.
It should only be 5.
Yeah.
I've been
There
playing
you go.
them.
That should be fine.
Yeah, this should be fine. Got an extra Terminator there. How did that happen? I definitely had an extra Terminator there, by the way.
Did you use it to score with it?
I would have
Well,
taken like.
I-
I'll just say
I trust you. It's cool. You've been super nice to me, so go ahead and take it, and we'll just play it. However, it's not a big deal at all.
So this guy would have been dead, right? And then I'll just say I revived him. I don't know how an extra Terminator just like got in there for some reason. Because there should only be 6 guys in the unit, and you definitely killed one. We'll just say it's just
Yeah,
like
he started
this, when
with
I scored
5.
him.
Okay.
Don't know
5
what
at the
the hell
beginning.
just happened. These guys will come say hello to his fish.
I think he might have either flipped one or pulled one and then replaced him twice. But no big deal.
This guy comes back. The wall goes out the way.
Oh, wish I could have gotten that. Oh well.
Oh, I need to draw secondary. Defend stronghold. Well,
Ha. Except this guy's
you know
toast.
what? You know what? I'm gonna cycle that.
Oh yeah.
You're a no man's land. See,
Yeah, I think maybe you can do that one.
these 2 guys come say hello to.
Oh, 5 because
Good redraw.
in your turn, if you either one of the you control one or more objectives that were controlled by your opponent, right? Because didn't you control this
Yes.
one? Okay, so I did get 5 on that. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, am I really ahead? Not for long, right? It has to be.
Yep. Because I've scored pretty pissy secondaries. Let's go with 4 inches.
Yeah, sell it
I
on.
don't know.
Carnivore, I
35
believe in you. You can
primary.
do this.
So I think he'll have bottom round 5 scoring. Scored no secondaries last turn,
Let's just sit right there.
but
They're, like,
he's
kinda happy.
almost
Sitting right there.
assuredly
All right, shooting phase. Cleddy's tank that's engaged.
gonna score
Being
13
near
this
carnivore.
turn.
Okay.
So he should go to 77.
Wait, should I think I'll give him a 4+ invul. He's about to get his fucking face. Oh, I need to do Changeling.
Oh,
Changeling
yeah.
will do his magic. I've never rolled a 6 on this before. I think this is the game where it's going to happen. Yep. All
Oh!
right, that guy can't shoot.
So we'll just say the other guy shooting.
Oh, man. So Changeling
So he-
turns off the Caladius from shooting. Only
Uh,
one Caladius shooting into the Carnivore now.
Okay. Are those all the wounds? Oh.
That was hit roll. That's all the wins now.
Alrighty, so
4-ups.
can I make a 4 or better? I probably can't. I make
2.
2.
take
Yay! 3
9.
plus 6, 9. Was it 11? So it goes down to that.
3.
There we go.
That little funny gun hits you 3 times because explosions. No wounds. That's a little awkward. This guy's just living.
That's
Yeah.
big. If the Carnivore can
Shoot,
windmill
gun.
slam the Caladius into the ground this coming turn,
Alrighty.
and then as long as it survives Battle Shock,
So we're just gonna do the
could
turn.
potentially just sort of like run the back of the table
4
here.
shots.
It's pretty big turn of events there.
Wound, AP1.
I don't think Broku's gone through
Oh, sure.
capture
4 or
enemy
better.
outpost right now, and we are getting to the
Yeah,
point
grenades.
where it's a pretty good chance he draws it this coming turn, and an 8-pointer here would be huge.
1 AP1. Take
6
1.
damage. Oh.
And then Trajan Squad. 8 shots. The blue is Trajan. Blue is AP2, red is AP1, but you have cover.
Oh, so 4 and a 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.
If you super die, you fail both of them. You take
He is
5 damage. He does.
He explodes at least. All right, so he does 3 more wounds.
Am I going to
these
stream any
guys.
tournaments I'm in? On TTS, yeah, I stream almost all my games. Like basically literally every single game I play over on the Twitch channel. I don't usually do those on YouTube. But those make their way over to the TacticalTortoise TV YouTube channel as well. So the short answer is yes. I stream all the tournaments I'm in.
Big Terminator unit will charge the Stalker. Go me.
Oh, am I going to stream them to YouTube? No, not likely.
Yes.
Usually only stream invitational stuff to YouTube. YouTube's a little bit harder to use than
Yes.
Twitch, and it doesn't have the same, like, the audience interaction's not as fun. There's, like, more interesting
Base.
stuff you can do on Twitch,
now
so it's
nobody
better for,
else
like,
is
more
able to
casual
base
streams.
them. This is actually 10's like not the number I needed, personally. Now no one else is able to base, so. That's 5.2 away. Yeah, I can just come here. Persian's unit will charge the Stalker. Persian himself is gonna in the corner. Now no one else is able to base. Alright. Terminators are gonna sling. Yes, can this graph tank make a charge? I guess the 2 Terminators in the middle are gonna try to charge
Sure.
that guy. Can I roll a third 10? Might as well command point it. No reason why not.
Oh well.
Terminators will fight first. This guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the CP to interrupt or anything anyway. Well, that sort of kills the game. I will just forfeit
Rip.
after this.
Ripperonis.
Well, wait, see, maybe the stalker somehow miraculously doesn't die, but yeah, I think that kills any chances they had of doing anything.
Well, we're exploding 6s this turn. Just at it.
That's a big charge right there.
Anything.
And especially because Salad doesn't have to be on objectives at the end of this turn, so he can just sort of wander around wherever he wants because he's going to score bottom round 5. Yeah, there goes the Carnivore. Oh. Maybe the Changeling kills the Caladius. Go get him, boy. Pew, pew, pew. He's got that little flamethrower. Get him.
Go +3. At 21.
Yeah, he's dead. Does he explode? What did I
Oof.
roll right there? I couldn't even see. Oh, he's gone.
And then this guy will island into that objective. This guy will come closer. So you will also just do the same thing. Get 2 units on.
Yeah, that'll flip that
We'll just call
objective,
it
give Broku a 0 primary,
And then we can call it for this turn because I'm getting
and get 10 secondary.
We can, because you got a little...
Or
Well,
13.
yeah. I'm actually really happy I didn't bitch about any of the dice this game. I managed to make it through the entire thing.
We're proud of you, Broku. If anybody has any questions for the players, go ahead and throw them in there in chat. Looks like we're going to talk this one out. I think after that turn 1 charge, it was a little bit over.
I don't know if I did it this game. I forget.
Probably could have honestly just
No,
kept
you
the
didn't say
War Dog
anything
off
about
the
the dice at
objective
all.
and made it
Yeah,
an
you were super
unsuccessful
great.
charge. And
I mean, I'm curious
sort
what
of
have I
given
gotten.
Broku
It's like
would have given
assuming
himself
none
another
of
turn,
that
but
happened.
who knows?
Assassination,
It's a tough matchup
area
either way.
denial.
Don't do assassinate, and you definitely don't do area denial.
No. But there is a universe where, like, if that carnivore lived, he could have Knights of Shade, and then assassinate. If I had just like discarded that and got a new one, I could have done investigate. I could have done it because right. Then well, life is depressing. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's just sometimes. Yeah, I think I probably. Well, at that point, that was all. I was lucky to even make it. Yeah, I would have sure been nice if I had died, right? Or like not died, but maybe gotten more damaged or something. But yeah, I don't know. I think the beginning was just a horrible misplay against your wardens. I didn't. I was kind of counting on you not getting an advance of 6, right? And then you just trivially made that charge into this group right here.
That turn went very well for me. I think better than it. I think I probably had a right 10. I think.
Well, this was a mistake. I think I should not have taken that point. I think I should have just left it and not given you that charge. And then I was fine with this over here. I needed a lot of luck to win this, that's for sure. Because I played this matchups. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you played it. You threw me off so hard because I just thought you put the tanks in the corners. Because you can just drive forward and you see down here and you see down here, and then. Right, and you have this angle, and you have like this angle, and I was like, and because of the range, right? And I was like, oh, and when you didn't put him there, it was like it completely threw me off, and like then I just because of that, I ended up throwing away the Nurglings. I was like, I had a plan, and it, like when you sort of plan stuff out, and it just like you get a curveball thrown at you.
Yeah.
And the way you deployed was so different, and also like I was just expecting you to put the wardens with the blade guard or the blade champion because that's what I think most people typically do that, and they stick Trajan with the guard, and that threw me for a loop too. But holy
Yeah.
shit, you just kind of ran me over after that.
I like.
Yeah.
I don't like Trajan. Just kind of ends up killing everything, and so I really like him just kind of chilling. 'Cause I
Yeah,
don't
I
need the
totally get
wardens
it.
to be fast. I don't need the wardens to be fast. I need to like just walk up and just like
And I
pretend to be a threat.
should I have gone after these guys? I felt like I had to. I couldn't just let them
You
when they
can't just
got
let them
there.
live. But you're maybe. I don't even know what
I
you
was
should
trying to
do.
set it
There's
up.
nothing
I got too caught up in trying to avoid the fire from the tanks, I think, and I was trying to get +4 damage on a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to need that to get through your field of pace, but I don't think a single Melta even went through, right?
Uh, 2 melts went through. You rolled like a 2, so that would be 5 damage, and that would end
Yeah,
up killing a guy.
so I
And then
fired
the other
1, 2,
one,
3. Like I think I fired like 12 Melta.
yeah, a 2 went
Yeah.
through.
Oh
Just
wow, that's
you rolled
40k.
definitely very poorly on the you rolled poorly there. You
Uh,
did a lot of ones. It kind of felt bad on the meltons.
yeah.
killing
I
guys.
don't. I'm not gonna focus on the dice too much because I think I made a lot of mistakes. I threw away these Nurglings right here, and I could have done something with them. I just again I had a plan, and it was, and I think I focused too hard on what I thought you would do, and yeah, and it just, yeah, that
This
sucks.
is happens you play the idiot like me. You just crazy stuff.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Yeah, no, you didn't. You outplayed the shit out of me
Wild
that game.
card.
Yeah.
That's how it was in all
Um,
my games. Don't you know? I just don't think about it beforehand.
Nah, you played way better than I did. I mean, I knew you're joking, but no, this was totally, you just
Yeah.
outplayed me. So,
You almost had me at the end. I was a little worried about this set carnivore just kind of running over everything. It's like, oh, it's a little scary.
if he could have killed that tank, and then I could have,
Maybe.
because I could have pulled him if I hadn't rolled 1s and 2s like I did on every single
You just
damage
pull
roll
him
in this
closer.
fucking game. Like he could have went this way, and
And
then
that charge would have failed. And
but he couldn't have made the charge, and then he probably would have survived that tank, and then he could have done something. Like he could have, yeah.
He was
Oh
right in
well,
center.
wasn't meant to be though. Yeah, I think. I mean, it was such an uphill climb at that
He
point.
lived long past his worth anyways. He ate 2 rounds of Caladius shooting and it just felt fine afterwards.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
Remember, guys, Caladius tanks are bad. Just
Your Clades tanks were, yeah. I mean, I know you're joking,
Yeah.
but yeah, they just completely fucking took a huge crap on me that entire game. I didn't know. I can't. This is one of the problems with Chaos Knights in this game. First of all, like the GWO terrain makes it so it's
massive.
really hard to leverage your firepower. Like it really, like these pieces, if they didn't exist, it would be so much easier. I could move my guys and get all sorts of positions, but I can't. Like this map, like on a diagonal deployment, it's so fucking hard to not get bottlenecked. But it's just like it's a shit faction, and like you can't go anywhere as it is on these maps. And then on top of that, like they stunted the range down to 24 inches, so everybody outguns you. All the good factions have like 48-inch, 36-inch guns, and they just like sit back and they're like LOL and blow you off the board. And
you have to use them 12 inches to actually make them good. Like, let's be real. Like, I think
I have to, like I was like played against Eldar, and their Bright Lances are just like my guns times a million because it's all the way across the map. They have a reroll. I'm not gonna talk about Eldar. It's whatever, but
yeah,
yeah,
that's the experience that almost everyone has.
Yeah,
I think
it's just
like I have my faction, but what about Eldar? All the
yeah, and it's even worse because, by the way, if you had run a Caladius Assassin, which man, this would have been worse because you could have just vected my Knights of Shade or my sustained hits, and what would have I done then? Like that's my army has barely any rules except for that. Yeah, you could have beat me even more soundly than you did.
Morale,
then he'd have less Terminators though. So
yeah. So I've debated that, but the Terminator is cheaper than the Assassin. 2 Terminators cheaper than an Assassin, so
yeah. Oh well, man. Now it's just I'm gonna have to move on. I can't. This faction just doesn't. It's not. It doesn't have the juice.
Yeah, like Imperial Knights have big knights to actually deal damage, but your big knights kind of suck.
They do. They're awful, and I know there's some people who think this is like a really great finesse list, like the Mike Pestilence guy, but man, I don't have the current skill level to make it work. It just feels like an uphill battle in every game. Like, so yeah. Oh well, it was a good game, man. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, at least. So
Yeah.
at least after that beginning, when I just got dumped on, right?
Yeah. We did have a question from Drew whether you think it would have been better to have more bigger knights rather than all of the war dogs.
There's just no synergy between the big knights and the
Right.
war dogs, and yeah, I don't think the big knights would have done anything. Like it's they don't even have the really good rules, like where they sit still and they get +1 to hit or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's just a big piece that maybe does a little damage and then dies. Yeah, I am thoroughly against running the big knights with CK. I think the all dog list is probably about as good as you're going to do, and I think that's right now with the current factions on top is probably just like it's a competitive thing. It's going to struggle into these really good factions unless you're just like some sort of like galaxy brain level player. The problem is it's too fair, right? And you're so reliant on Knights of Shade and your sustained hit strat, and the instant you go against somebody who has a Vect and they just crap on it, like it makes it even harder. Yeah. Like you just don't have enough dirtiness, like dirty stuff. And the 24 inches again hurts you so much because you have to do what I did, right? Where I was going up against the Wardens, I have to commit, and I have no rerolls or anything to smooth the variance.
Yeah, it basically
So if I
becomes a
whiff,
melee attack at that point, right? Because you just have
yeah,
your bases are so big and the lines of sight are so tight that you have to. Everyone just piles in.
yeah. And I whiffed, and then I just everything got blowed up after that. So
Yeah.
I can't trade with stuff like this.
So much.
Russell asking where you think Chaos Knights would need buffs to be more competitive.
I am actually of the opinion it's mostly just the stuff up top needs to get crapped on, and they become a lot more solid. It's a combination of that, and then they need to go into the Demons Codex and actually fix the internal balance, right? So it's not just the fucking greater demons, like the other stuff that needs to be. If demons get stronger, that really helps Chaos Knights.
I tried to play Bloodletters the other day. Oh my god, this is 16 points a model. Oh, they have 2 attacks.
It'd be nice if they looked at their faction rule and made it something real, but the data sheets are strong. It's just Chaos Demons need to be better outside of the greater demons. That would help a lot. And it's just a lot of the top factions going down to like this faction needs to poo boy. It's mostly they again. I think the issue is mostly just the stuff up. It's with a lot of other factions where maybe they're not the worst thing. It's just the shit up top is so heinous. It just pushes them down. At least that's my. I can say the big problem is they're kind of boring. That's why I kind of want to move away from them because there's just not much going on. Their rule is so simple and bland, and it doesn't do anything. Mm-hmm. That's my issue with them. It's not so much the power level. Yeah.
Ezekiel asking, what do you think a blunder was that your opponent made? This is for both of you guys, on which you didn't capitalize. So a mistake they may have made that you couldn't or didn't take advantage of.
Let me think. That I couldn't capitalize on is kind of
or didn't capitalize on.
Yeah.
There was like something you could have jumped on, but you didn't do it. Ezekiel with the curveballs over here.
I do have one. I think the Blade Champion squad should have actually engaged on. Like, I think that's probably the smarter move. Because then either I get to move by 6 inches if the thing falls back. Maybe. I guess no, it could fall back out. But it forces a fallback, which means it's just 1 less knight shooting at me.
Right.
Which probably ends up saving the Blade Champion in like the real long run.
Yeah.
Because then I could eat like one big attack with
Yeah, it might have even saved more, right? If you consolidate forward and then Ceaseless Hunter like into this corner, right? And
Yeah,
you might even block a
exactly.
couple of these guys from shooting you. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but the
makes
problem is he can
sense.
fall back out of my ceaseless hunter range.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
like,
Can I tell you something? I was originally thinking it was his positioning with these. I thought they would be much better here, but what he did right there worked so well that I don't think that was necessarily a mistake. Perfectly honest, he did all the things he needed to do. He hit me with threat overload. He had right shit.
I just
Like
yeah, I
when he had
just
the
followed
Terminators
the
right
line.
there, and then he did the right thing. He got the Wardens in my face, and made me have to shoot into them, which is what you have to do with Custodes. You force your opponent to shoot into the Wardens, and you turn it into this hilarious slot machine battle that's in your favor.
Yeah.
And he did that to me, and I lost. I didn't. I didn't get the results I wanted, and then he just, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think he made any major mistakes. I'd have to think really hard. The biggest thing I could think of is just in list construction with the Calidus Assassin. I think that would have made it even more one sided in your favor. Um,
Yeah.
and I think you could have done exactors instead of these breachers, and they're more durable. Don't they have like a 5+
I don't
feel
have
pain? And
points. I don't have points.
aren't they
There's no
cheaper?
There's
triggers.
yeah,
than
they're
the,
5 points cheaper. You
they're
save
cheaper
points.
than the
really?
Voidsman. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just better. Your only mistakes were in list construction, I think, right? So, like, I don't think it was the way you played. I think you actually played it really, really well.
Exactors are
You did all the
cheap.
things you do, so.
Yeah, Exaction Squad's 35 points. Yeah, they're cheapest. The cheapest
And they're
chips.
better. They have a 4+ film. I think they have 4+ invul and a
Well,
5+ film.
you lose Chad Rotor Daddy though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Which is very sad.
Look at this. I thought they were.
Pet Levels Blade Champion was with the Guard Squad this game.
Yes. It's
Salad-
kind of just the weird way of playing it.
Yeah.
So the reason I think people stick the Blade Guard or the Blade Champion with the Wardens is it's just like so much easier to get them in with the advance and charge and the
Right.
rerolling advance
Right.
rolls. And that's when you didn't do that, I was like, huh? What? But again, it worked out.
Yeah. The Wardens almost advance and charge
Thanks for the thoughts.
because they just sort of stand in the they advance the turn prior. They just stay out in the
Yeah.
open for a turn. Yeah.
It's kind of so like.
Ezekiel, thanks for the super chat, man. That's awesome.
The wardens,
Appreciate
so
you.
They don't have to.
Thank you for the
turn,
questions, too.
Which means they're essentially it allows the wardens to be more durable in a weird sense because they just stick around the entire game because they turn the advance up, like you don't have a chance to shoot them, so they essentially just sit in your deployment zone the entire game because you can't kill them. But what I tried playing with that, and then when I put a Trajan with the Warden with the normal squad just doesn't do anything. It just kind of slowly rolls up the table, and if it ever comes out, they just die. So I think I have more value putting the Blade Champion with just the normal squad because then it at least guarantees them a turn of messing around.
Mm-hmm.
I might consider switching the enhancements of putting Veiled on the Veiled Blade on the Blade Champion and putting the reactive move on the Terminators because that makes the Terminators a little faster. But most of the games, the Terminators kind of just kill a flank. Like they just sit on a flank and nothing kills them, and they just kill everything on a flank. So I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Another question about how you feel, Salad, your list operates into Eldar.
I don't know. I haven't played a game against Eldar.
Yeah. Yeah, you did just get back from the Void, right? So
It's so
Yeah.
brutal, man. It's just the worst. I don't even know what to say. Your list, I think, does better than this crap that I've got, but it's awful.
The Eldar, we feel we don't feel like we instantly lose. I don't think. I got to be real careful with the Gladius tanks. Gladius tanks probably hard carry that matchup. But
Is there a reason to go
they're
3? Is
14
it
wins.
just do you cut too much to do that?
You really just need 2. 3.
Yeah, I think
kind of start losing return on your money.
Yeah.
it seems tough to like cut lines of sight with them too, because they're so big. You start to have one like
Yeah.
either that doesn't do anything or is out in the open and just get shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
2 is like kind of the sweet spot, I think. 1 feels mid because you don't entirely guarantee killing a vehicle every turn because sometimes he'll roll a little low. But 2 kind of just guarantees that fact. So it's kind of my thought to kind of roll 2.
Yep. Now the real question is how you feel about playing against Thousand Suns, because that's your next matchup against Devin.
Oh, Thousand Sun's kind of, I don't know what his list is. I'll have to go. I don't know what he's
I
bringing.
wanted that matchup so bad. After Devin won that, like I was like, if I could somehow, by some miracle of God, make it past this. I played against Thousand Suns so many times.
Oh yeah, you like know all the tricks.
It's just a match. He's like Devin is. Devin is really good, and I wouldn't favor myself playing against him. But a Thousand Suns, I just don't have any fear of that faction. But I just couldn't, unfortunately, make it past this absolutely enormous roadblock. So. You've got a lot of weird tech. Like the blue scribes are really good into that. You put them in deep strike, and then you like rapid ingress them because they've got that 12-inch -1 to wound with psychic weapons.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like I do that a lot. That works really well. There's just lots of little things you can do.
His list doesn't have like a 10-man flamer squad, which is like what scares me the most. Actually,
does.
like it doesn't 10-man flamer.
Yeah.
It is 2 10-mans, but they don't have 2 10-man flamers. There's
Yeah,
bolt
one of them
guns.
is all warp flamers.
Oh,
and then the other one's all bolt guns.
I'm just thinking they have a Soul Reaper cannon. Normally they don't.
Yeah, just the one gun. Everyone else just like forgot their guns at home.
Yeah.
It is interesting he took the cannon on the flamer squad, but usually one guy's out in the back anyway, so getting the I mean, Soul Reaper cannon's a good gun, so
I mean, you play Thousand. Isn't it just a horrible matchup for you guys? Like it seems like
for Thousand Suns?
Yeah.
Well, Sal and I have played it before, and it was extremely competitive. So I think it could really go either way, honestly.
I'm just thinking about the resistance to mortal wounds, and I guess
the benefit of Thousand Suns is they don't have to do the mortal wounds. They could just flip into like sustain hits and turn off your armor saves, and then like everything's on invuln all the time. Like you don't have that situation like we had over here where everybody's like saving on 3s. Now everything's on your invuln, and they just overload your saves, and eventually you die.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
it's like really just the flamer squad. Like the turnier squad, I don't care that much about. I mean, it hurts, but that's there to do mortal wounds, and they're not great doing mortal wounds until Custodes.
Yeah. In fairness, a mortal wound against a custodian is just gives it extra AP basically, right? Because
it basically is. Actually.
You just turn it into a shot on their armor save instead of a shot on their or shot on their invuln save instead of a shot on their armor save, basically. So it's not like devastating wounds is nothing for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it takes a 2 up to a 4 up instead.
Right. Right. Exactly. Cool. Well, Salad, congratulations on taking it down. Thank you guys for the game. It was an interesting one to watch.
Look at the list now. I am very worried because I don't know how he deals with my tanks, but I don't know how I deal with the Marines.
Yeah. Well, after watching his first game, he just makes all the saves against the tanks. Doesn't matter.
Good. That means
it doesn't matter if they don't do any damage.
I'm so impressed he won that. I played against Ian's Eldar, and it was just so brutal because he doesn't really make mistakes, and yeah,
it was after the first shooting phase did 2 damage though. It was good.
Oh yeah, well there's that. Okay, yeah.
That's how you win games, Trevi. Don't you know?
2 fire prisms and I think a couple of Wraith Guard and some other stuff shot at Magnus and hit him for 2. I think 10 Shadow Specters. I think it was like
that's funny.
It was not great. And then I think that whole turn killed the entire Eldar army, killed like 4 Rubric Marines, and then passed. I was just like, well, I guess we lose, which is sometimes how it happens. But yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that game, Custodes and Thousand Suns, and I'll let you guys go. But thank you guys for the game, and congratulations again, Salad.
Yeah, 1 down, like 3 more to go.
Yeah, good luck on the rest of the tournament. I hope you do well. It's like if you win everything, it makes me feel better about getting destroyed. So But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
thank
head
you
out.
for the game.
Yeah.
See ya.
Cheers, guys. All right, folks. That's it for us tonight. Thank you for coming hanging out. Drew talking about a Chaos Demons list that plays no bloodletters. Drew, let me show you. I'll show you a real Chaos Demons list. Get my top menu up here. Here's mine. What did I call it? Shit, I forget. Here we go. This is the secret spice right here. I guess it's not all corn, so I'm cheating a little bit. But look at all these flesh hounds. How do you deal with all these flesh hounds? It's too many. I might play this in the GT. By the way, GT registration closes in 2 hours. If you are interested in playing either that or our Combat Patrol event, ! Events into the chat. We'll get you links to join those. If the bot works, there it is. Love it. So please come join up. We have plenty of space left for anyone who wants to join in. We can actually take a look. I think we are on 30 players for the Grand Tournament. We're going to have prizes for that one. 34 players we just hit. Hell yeah, for the GT. We're going to have prizes for the top players. There's going to be a door prize for everyone who participates all the way through the end. And then also we have a Youngbloods Combat Patrol event that's just going to be an open list Combat Patrol. You can change your enhancements and stuff. Do I see the Flaming Chariot now has fly? That's cool. I guess I thought it was a little weird that it didn't, but it flies sort of a nothing ability, so it's kind of whatever. Look at all these doggos. Yeah, my game over the weekend, the dogs killed the Swarmlord, which was great. Turns out when you push them past 3 damage, they get pretty wild. When you get to the vaunted heights of 4, that's when things start going haywire. But, you know, that's the sort of pie in the sky. Anyway, chat, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. Thursdays are busy for me. We do have another invitational game scheduled on Friday, so please come hang out with me for that. That's going to be Ashsea and Raze, another round of 8 game. But the round of 16 now concludes with this game being finished, and we're going to see the semifinals start to shape up after we know when Devin and Salad are playing. So right now we have 1 round of 8 game on Friday and 1 on Sunday. Devin and Salad remains to be scheduled, and Agent and Solar are playing Sunday. Zach and Animander already played yesterday in a surprise game. So, cool. With that, I'll let you go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats. And big thanks to our event sponsors as well. Please go check them out in the links down below. And I'll see you in the next one.